Singing ooh la la. The legendary revenge tour continues. Ah, God. Every time we see another day go by, you know it's getting closer to September. Time to get started. Cardinals, man, y'all better coming to guys. Today's headline subject. I mean, brace yourself. Jimmy Garoppolo praises wide receivers Dante Pettis, Brandon Aiyuk, and Jauan Jennings. The last two names we've heard before. A lot. The first one has been the question mark. Jimmy G was asked about his wide receiver crew at today's media conference. Bay Area reporters have been giving high grades to Aiyuk and Jennings from the first day they were allowed to observe camp. We know this. Bourne has been steady as well. The receiver that has actually been doing a good job this whole time, but not a headliner of the day as of yet, until now, during these early workouts, is Dante Pettis. That changed today. You know what? I pick on him because I like him. But, I thought he was going to keep dragging ass until he finally got excused. Maybe not. Other news today, the Niners were finally able to host wide receiver Jerron Brown for a visit, but they didn't stop that search there. The team worked out safety Jonathan Cyprian and several other defensive players. The coaches are adding pressure. Boy, everybody out there, man, y'all got to do your job. We bringing people in here every day. If you thought you had it made, think again. Actually, safety Jonathan Cyprian, this is actually good. Apparently he plays a slot as well. He's a veteran. I think he came to the league he's been around since 2013, right? He said he made a play today in the slot. He's seen the 49ers work so hard. I mean, work not so hard, but if he's seen the 49ers, he's been observing them for the last few years, right? And 49ers, we ran a play. Cyprian, it wasn't even his play to make. He made the play. I said, okay. Now, he is a safety, so I'm not sure if he can play the slot in the event that, of course, K'Wan is laid up anytime. K'Wan's said to be out for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Also, they picked up defensive back Evan Foster, a linebacker safety guy, Camille Ishmael. Linebacker safeties are so in vogue for today's NFL because you can be a linebacker, but you better be able to cover. Now, if you're a linebacker safety, you got the size, you got the coverage skills of a safety. You are, there's a job for you, man. Defensive back, Ronell Perkins, and also linebacker Gabe Sill. I'm not sure why we're pulling all these linebackers. I guess just for camp, I guess? But I thought we were already at our limit, so this is kind of confusing to me. Weston Richburg is likely to miss the start of the regular season while his replacement, Ben Garland, left Monday's practice early with what the team reported to be as an ankle injury. Don't panic yet, because Ben Garland may be back in 3 weeks. It's an ankle injury, so maybe it's not that serious. But it's kind of scary to know if Garland can't continue suddenly for whatever reason, who's going to play center? Spencer Long left. Maybe that's the 49ers put him as an injured, retired, or is it reserve retired, something like that? Yeah. Anyway, also, how do you feel about Javon Kinlaw after meeting him today in the presser? I like him. He's just a big, giant, gentle dude, right? And I loved it when he was asked the question, Javon, you big human being. You were born in what weight, right? So Kinlaw is a big baby. But guess what? Jennifer Lee Chan, who asked that question, says, George Kittle actually weighed more in birth than Javon Kinlaw. Kittle, 10 pounds, 10 ounces. Kinlaw was 10 pounds, 8 ounces. See, this is the thing. But Kinlaw just kept going. George ain't a small child by any stretch of the imagination. But good Lord, there's a difference there. So there you go. If you do have a baby, moms, that weighs 10 pounds at birth, I know that was painful, right? But listen, make sure to feed that boy and make sure he gets all his vitamins and drinks his milk because he could have a job as a 49ers offensive or defensive lineman in the very near future. Planning for the future, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's get down to the fun of this. Jimmy Garoppolo spoke with reporters today, as you know. JG has had 4 practices now to get an early feel for his newest receiving targets. Rookies Brandon Aiyuk and Jauan Jennings. And Aiyuk has looked good throughout the 4 practices so far. Everybody's talking about him at a constant rate. He has grabbed the attention of all looking local reporters, prompting questions for Jimmy G about this new sensation, the new sensation. Oh. Garoppolo said this about Aiyuk. He's been good. This is a quote. He's been good. There's flashes that you can see that he has a good feel for the feeling the zones. And when it's man-to-man, he knows how to break off routes, just do what he has to do to get open. It's a real natural instinct just running routes for him. You see, fam, what he's saying here translates in my mind to mean he doesn't have to go through a lot of coaching out here. This dude just naturally falls into place. Now, when we do coach him up, then he becomes Jerry Rice Jr. I went too far, didn't I? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I was just kidding. You never know. I mean, he's a rookie. There's no way to know yet. The quote goes on to say, it's really cool to throw routes to a guy like that. He sees a field very similar to a quarterback, and it makes my job very easy. End quote. Now, what's really special about the newbies this year is you can already see the potential. Here's the fine thing I like. You don't see, you saw like AJ. I don't want to use him for an example because you know that the Jenkins thing is burnt in every one of our minds and had to go through that experience. It's nothing funny. This is not that. Not this time. These guys got potential. You can already see it though, right? While Aiyuk was a first-round selection, Jennings was a 7th-round pick. And, we were talking about that. What was that? We were talking about that. Jennings, the quarterback in Tennessee, just sucked. He did what he did over 900 yards with a bad quarterback. See, the 49ers, I was on Twitter, right? See, the 49ers had the wherewithal to really realize if he had a better quarterback, this kid would be a lot better. He's still there? 5th round. Jennings still there? Yeah, he's still there. 6th round. Jennings is still there. Hold on, guys. Hold on. 49ers are up. Round 7. Jauan Jennings now. Oh, see, because I'm telling you, give hats off to our scouts, John Lynch and the crew. These guys, they find these people that other people just don't know about or something strange about this. Jennings, I get all pumped up about these guys. With a season-ending injury to Jalen Hurd, Travis Benjamin opting out, and Debo and Richie both temporary sideline, the late-round pick stock of Jauan Jennings is looking fresher and fresher by the moment. Jauan, he probably would have made a case for earning a roster spot even without them unfortunate developments happening. But this, Garoppolo said about him this. Jauan, he's got a great mentality. He's always ready to roll, locked in, confident. You can see that from the receivers, especially a young receiver. He brings it every day. You can see once he gets the ball in his hands, he's ready to roll. And he wants to get physical with people. But it is practice, Jauan. Jauan, chill, bro. We know how you got that attitude. We heard about you in Tennessee. They had to pull you off of people, man. We're a family, bro. Don't hurt nobody, okay? Wait till you get to, you got the Cardinals coming up soon. You can hurt them all you like, all right? There's that fine line, but it's been fun with him. He does some special things out there. One-on-ones, he's been tearing it up on the field too, just in team drills. Or whenever you get a young guy like that, it's always encouraging. But wait. Dante Pettis, who was underwhelming in the second NFL season last year after making an impression during his rookie season, tying some of Jerry Rice. No, what am I saying tying? He beat some of Jerry Rice's rookie season records. Now, that is not a reason to get really excited because maybe there's others that have done the same thing. They didn't turn out to be Jerry Rice, but still, when you see that kind of thing, you get excited. We did. He may somehow have been inspired to step it up, though. I don't know if it was just it could have been you and I and this constant comedy. And anytime we're looking for something to laugh about, we talk about Dante Pettis, right? Dante doesn't see himself as a joke. Boy, it's serious. And I'm glad he is. Because I've always said since he first got here, you know what, this guy's got some special talent, don't he? Dante Pettis has got some skills, okay? So I was all over that. Garoppolo last targeted DP in a game on November 11th in 2019. Dante's last catch came on Halloween. It was like a trick or treat, right? JG connected twice with Pettis during team drills on today, as did Nick Mullins. C.J. Beathard also. Dante Pettis was out there like a fly trap. You couldn't do nothing with him, even after everybody left the field. Dante was standing there. Get what? We're not done yet. Somebody throw me the ball. Get over here. You know, I'm saying, what's wrong with him? Dante wants to play, fam. I'm telling you, I can feel it. Garoppolo shared this about Mrs. Pettis' baby boy. He's been coming along. It's very encouraging. Just the physicality that he's playing with. The what? The competitiveness that he's bringing. You'll love to see that. And it's just one of those things you've got to keep rolling. Is this the Dante Pettis that we've been talking about? Physicality? The word physicality in the same sentence with Dante Pettis. Physicality. Damn. He says, I think our whole group, though, as a receiving corps, has done a really good job so far. Yes, Dante. I'm glad. Fam, I am delighted. You know, though, if you already had Dante cut and you had somebody else in mind, but Jennings has done enough that I don't think he's going to be the guy to cut. Woo, this team is going to come down. I don't know about the newbies. You notice we haven't heard anything about Tavon Austin and J.J. Nelson? So I don't know what's going on. Okay. Anyway. Oh, hey, let me go over here and check out things. Kirk, give me a thanks, Robert, for the time you put in for us faithful. What do you know? Pettis is coming through. I know, man, singing, ooh la la. And he said, where's Shalil? I have no idea. Shalil needs to be here for this. I warned him about this a few weeks ago, right? And how about them cowgirls? Those lambs? Those traitor... Let me not get started. Anyway, Vader, let me give it to you, Vader. Vader loves when I become a ranchero. Badass says, hey, yo, Robbie, shout out from Bend, Oregon, and go Niners, Matty. And DJ Malone. Hey, Dante is getting serious. I'm as shocked as everybody else to hear about it. It is time to get revenge, just like the 1994 team did. Quest for 6. Who's going to stop us? Nobody! Oh. No, wait, we got one more down here. See Kid Brown? Hey, Kid Brown says, no, not I like Reverend Ronbo. Reverend Ronbo, do you think the NFL will have to change the flag football? No, no, because we won't watch it. Even, as much as I love my Niners, I can't watch them play flag football. We'd have to allow some protests. Tongan man, a day closer to San Francisco 49ers football. Yes. Niners! Let me do it right. Niners! I'm going to write it down. It's hashtags Go Niners, Niners faithful, Niner Empire, Niners for life. Revenge Tour 2020. God bless. Jacob Salas. Glad Pettis is actually doing something. That's all we ask. You got all them skills, Dante. Most of the guys out there can't even run route like you. Come on, man. Danny, 4949. Thanks, Danny. Oh, man. Dante. Oh, hey. D, come on in here, man. It's a celebration day, man. Dante Pettis is out here playing some football like he's serious. D.
What's going on, Ronbo? How you doing this evening, brother?
Man, I'm doing everything. What I'm hearing yesterday was good news. I heard about Kendrick made me crazy. I People have been talking about Dante because some of them don't like him. I've never disliked him. I've been disappointed in him, and I got on jumped in there with everybody else and taking shots with him. But I am delighted that he's doing well. Complicates the 49ers for wide receiver room, but that's all right. But D, what are you thinking, man?
I don't know, man. I'm not. I'm not gonna trust it until I see it. I mean, did he have a good day? That's fantastic. Hey, good on you. Let's see that shit on the field, man. Let's see
Consistency.
that in the real game. Let's see that when you're going up against some hard hitters, some Earl Thomases, and some Davius White types. You know, shit, for that matter, Jimmy Ward. Let's see you
Right here
really
in
try to
practice.
go across the middle of that. Yeah, right here in
You ain't
practice.
got to leave home to get hit. That's it.
I'm not. I mean, am I glad that he had a good day? Yes, I'm actually very happy he had a good day. But the shitty part is it took three people going down for you to have a good goddamn day. Why couldn't you just have that when everybody was up?
That's cold.
That's the whole point. You didn't think about it, man. It
He
took
may have felt
Jalen Hurts,
intimidated.
not
D,
even.
you bring
Wait,
up a good point. He may have felt intimidated, and he may have cowered it out. Okay, there
yeah,
it is. D just
you
put a
got
spotlight on
you got
that. Yeah.
you got to think. You got to think about it. Richie goes down. His wrist hurts. So, oh well, maybe I can get back on the field and do punt returns again. Maybe they'll like me. Then they say Trent Taylor's going to do punt returns. Ah, shit. Never mind. So then Jalen goes. Debo breaks his foot. Okay, that's a positive chance for me to get back into the rotation. Well, now hold on, Dante. We still got Jalen. We're trying to work back in. All right, coach. Jalen's over there on the sideline. Bop, bop, bop. Oh, shit. Damn, knee. Ah, fuck. All right, well, Jalen's got an ACL tear. Dante's like, hey, guys, I'm here. Let me walk on in and get some rest. And it's like, well, all right. I mean, yeah, after three people that went down, one who was not necessarily that big of a threat to you because he was being worked back in and he wasn't even on the field, but we knew he was more physical than you were just from 2 touchdown plays in a preseason game. He showed more physicality than you did in your whole damn career. So am I happy he had a good day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Oh.
But for those reasons stated, you got to think about it. Was it really that great of a day? Okay, I'll give him credit for that. The one person that I can tell you could tell this dude was nervous as all hell, was Jauan Kinlaw. I think he forgot to take either his mouth guard out or he's got gold front. I think it was his mouth guard because gold front don't look. Yeah, because he from the South. That's normal down South, and that's normal actually out in the Bay Area. Like, they've adopted that. But you could tell by the way he was talking and his nervous twitch with his hand that was definitely his first real big interview where he didn't know what to say, how to say it, and when to say it. But, I mean, they kind of coached him up a little bit here and there. You can see some things where they kind of told him these are some of the questions they may ask and how you answer it. But I think with Kinlaw is going to be a maturation process through the season. I don't think he's going to pull a nick and come off just automatic where he's great. I think he's going to progress and get better because from what I keep hearing from a lot of reporters is that he's got one move, and that's that bull rush. And that Laken Tomlinson has been handling him. But the thing is, you have to have more moves as an interior pass rusher because you got centers and guards that'll get down on you in different ways. So I like the fact that he's a pick your brain kind of guy. That's what he was saying all day. He's like, I ask them everything under the sun. I listen to D Ford because he's very experienced. He's more of an old soul, so I like him. And he picks people's brains and he says, well, works for me. What doesn't, I'll move on from it. But he's got the attitude and the mindset that you want, and he is just a massive individual, But then when you standing there next to Eric Armstead, you don't feel so goddamn big, because Armstead got an inch on you, and he still got some size to him too. Yeah. But everybody out there is doing things great. It was so funny to see Kerry Hyder in the post the post.
I enjoyed that too.
They literally asked. They were like, "Wait, are you Kerry? Are you Kerry?" He was
I know,
like,
right?
Yeah,
I
I'm
said
Kerry.
the same thing when he sat there. Who was that? And the reporter echoed exactly what I wanted. Are you Kerry Hyder? It's so funny. You guys didn't tell the press people who this was. I was thinking, why would you
Y'all
ask him
didn't
that?
say Kerry's coming up, nothing. They just did it. But, I mean, as far as from what I hear from training camp going well. You know, I honestly still think that E-Man Mosley will win that second cornerback spot. If Barrett doesn't step his game up, you know, they said Akello played really good today as well. They rotated him in with the ones. As far as Raheem, they said Raheem actually ran some nice, crisp routes, which is to be expected because he was working on his route running this offseason.
He said he
That's
would.
one of the things
He said he promised he
was
would.
going to enhance on. So here's the thing. With that running back room right now, they said Jeff Wilson even played very well and caught a nice one-handed catch.
What's he going to do with Hasty and Ahmad?
Exactly. I'm going to tell you right now, you can only stash so many people before people start looking up and going, I need that guy. Because if people are signing people the way we are, where Shanahan wants 11 receivers in camp for God knows what, I don't know. But,
Pressure.
You know, it's yeah, but I mean, like,
it gets to the point you're wasting time.
What are you going to do with 11 dudes?
Yeah. You need to focus on the guys you got. Some of them. You don't need to bring in an army.
Work with the dudes you have and stop trying to bring in this dude, that dude, another dude, and I know this person from this time and that person. He does that a lot, and that's probably the only thing that I don't care for with Shanahan is him continually bringing in guys that he thinks he can do something with because he builds that attachment. And I don't get attached, okay? At the end of the day,
part of it's an intimidation of the guys already in camp, too, because look at Dante. Dante's playing his ass off. He didn't look like this last year. We didn't have this army of receivers either last year.
No, and I tell you right, dude. Yeah. Oh, we ran out of time? All right,
we ran out of time, yeah.
That's cool.
I love your breakdown of the Dante psyche. It was cold-blooded, but
I had
still.
to throw it out there, baby. I had to. I was the first one. I had to because it was that was the situation, but I'm not going to take up more time. I know you got other callers. Thank you for what you do. Appreciate the platform. If y'all listening and watching, better hit that like, better hit that damn subscribe, and continue to support Ronbo Sports. Because this man is out here providing us a platform in a horrible time in this damn world. And this is the only place we can find some peace.
And we laugh a little bit. D, I don't know if we can laugh about Dante a whole lot longer, but we'll see. Always a pleasure,
I want him to make. Always. I just want him to make me laugh with joy when he scores a touchdown. That's all I want. Have a good evening, Ronbo. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, fam. I'll see you Thursday.
All right.
And remember, when you see Deion Johnson in the chat, you can see he knows as much about football as probably, Kyle Shanahan. Click him up. He's got content rolling at all times. Night D. Hey, is that Tony? Tony? Tony?
What's up, Ronbo? It's been so long.
It's Tony, because we got 2 or 3 Tonys. Hey, yes, come on in. T, glad to hear from you, too. Hey, Tony, there's a lot of things going on in camp right now, but the most outstanding thing, some of the things you see are expected. But one thing most of us probably did not expect, but we should have anticipated, is the emergence, the triumphant return of Dante Pettis. This is not the first day. They just haven't made a big deal about it until today. Well, some of the things you've seen going on in camp, and then mention Dante, too. Please, I'd love to hear your feeling on that.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know me with Dante. I hated the pick when he got drafted. I've always been critical of him. You know this. I've always talked poorly about him on the show.
Yes.
I'm glad he's finally turning a corner, but I don't know if right now that's enough to justify us trading up for him using the picks we got for Trent Brown, one of the finest tackles in the league.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And there were other guys available at that point that could have done a lot more for us. Now, I'm not going to say there's no chance he does well this year, but you have to understand there is a limited amount of snaps you can have in an offense. I guarantee you if Aiyuk keeps playing the way that he's been playing in camp, he's going to get the lion's share of the reps at receiver.
True.
You have Deebo Samuel. Kendrick Bourne has to get the ball. Trent Taylor's looked really, really good through camp. Mm-hmm. And then from there, you have a crapshoot between 4 or 5 other guys that probably 2 are going to get cut. I don't think Dante's going to get cut. I still think Kyle really likes him. He's just pretty disappointed. So, I mean, there's just a limited amount of snaps for him. But maybe what he can do is pull a Kendrick Bourne where he finds his way up the depth chart through really, really good play. I'm impressed by what he's showing because he's showing more heart. He's being more physical. He's not being a little wuss and just letting people take advantage of him. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just delighted. I didn't know he had it in him, Tony. The thing is, I just decided that the reason he looks like that is that's who he is, and we should stop looking for anything different. So I was thinking he's going to float right on off the league just like that. But today, he showed a little character. I'm shocked. And for the last couple of workouts.
Shocked too.
Yeah. So
I mean, when you look at his pink hair, blue hair, whatever he dyes it every single year, I mean, that's already off the bat not good. When you have guys like Jarrett McKinnon and Quan dyeing their dreads like red on the end, that's different. That's to show heart for the team. But he's just dyeing his whole head any color he wants.
Yeah,
that's a sign of weakness. But on a more serious note, I want to talk about.
I hate to make a judgment on that, but I was concerned. I was trying to keep it to myself. But, Tony, you know what? There's some truth to that. I've never seen a football player do that. Dennis Rodman in the NBA is one thing, but Rodman's a psycho and a great basketball player, and that's something that connects with what he was doing. But I wasn't sure about Dante, who didn't establish himself in the NFL, and he is not OBJ yet. So, can we leave the hair alone and focus? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Talking about eating cookies and petting his cats in the offseason, that was the big thing for me.
It's just not healthy for a football player. You can play rugby. No, you can't play rugby doing that. What am I talking about? Checkers? Yeah, checkers champion.
Yeah,
that's
maybe.
It. But go ahead, Tony.
Aiyuk, I know on draft night, I was probably one of the only callers that spoke to how good he was on tape, and people just didn't know him. I'm glad people are finally seeing what he's doing because he's everything I envisioned. Like I said, he has 4.3 speed. I don't know if you remember that, but I said he has 4.3 speed on the field. He was injured during the combine, but his route running is great. He's just an absolute bulldog after the catch. Maybe not to the extent of Jalen Hurd, but more similar to maybe Deebo Samuel. But, I mean, the main test I want to see from him is Stephon Gilmore against the Patriots. I think week 6 or 7, because his main issue in college was he can't get off the press. It's hard for him to do that. He's a great route runner, pretty exceptional, and when the ball's in his hands, you don't know what's going to happen. But Stephon Gilmore is going to be the real thing. If he can get a couple catches, a couple routes broken off on him, I'll be impressed. But until then, we'll just have to see. Now, another thing to factor in, how often is Kyle going to be utilizing motions to get him out of that position to where he doesn't really have to beat man press, but he can rather run routes freely and open up other things for other teammates. That's also something I want to see, further down the line, how that manifests itself. But, I mean, for now, I just can't wait, man. We have so much talent in the wide receiving core. Even though all these guys are getting injured, one might drop tomorrow. I really don't know, but I mean, I really couldn't ask for more. Kyle and John have done a really great job. So
I'm so proud of
that's
them.
where I'm going to leave off. Yeah.
Tony, the days that we had to deal with Trent Baalkeism, I mean, this is just so far removed from that, man. It's unreal. And now we're just overloaded with talent.
What could Pick City make? What could Pick City make? We have Jimmy Ward, Jaquaski Tart, DeForest Buckner, Trent Brown. Who else? I think that's it. I really do.
Eric Armstead. Let's see.
I mean, Armstead and Ward, you can argue that they're not amazing picks because they didn't really show out until this year for the most part.
But for Baalke,
you know what I mean?
For Baalke,
for Baalke,
they're really good. Because Baalke can bring home guys. God, the guys that would sit on the bench. What's that guy's name with the 3 names? Tony Gerard. I used to say, does Gerard Eddy, how much is he getting paid a year? He's not going to play, and most of us hopeful he's not going to have to come into the game. So why? There was nobody else. You could have got a UDFA to do what he does. I never could understand his mindset as to what his objective was, and was he satisfied with his work was also so scary. Trent, look at other GMs and look at you.
I mean, Trent is just so pathetic. Another thing, he would never talk to Jim Harbaugh or Tom Sula, Chip Kelly, about building the roster. You have John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan working together as they should be, because you can't have a GM who doesn't like the players and contracts he's putting out there, and you can't have a coach who doesn't like the team that he's given. You have to work on it together. He was just a stickler, and I'm going to do it my way, and I'm going to do it the bad way. That way I can get thrown out of here in Jed York fashion.
See,
You know what I mean?
see. And see, that's why we
crazy,
can
man.
thank Jed for finally waking up and saying, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hire the coach first this time, and then I'm going to have him pick out a GM, and that way I know they're going to work together. See, that's why I said people trash Jed. They're flying that plane over the stadium with that nasty sign on it, and look what happened. I go every now and then when I think about it, I go, "So Jed, you're doing great work." I don't think people thank him enough now. You got to forgive a guy that was screwing up originally, but actually had the wherewithal to come out of it. So I'm impressed.
Yep.
So
I think
Tony.
he got lucky with Jim Harbaugh, quite frankly, but now I think he's become a better owner. I'm proud of it.
Oh yeah. And I don't think his uncle ever helped him either. That's the amazing thing, because Eddie,
Nope.
I think he refused to get involved. Hey, Tony, great to hear from you again. Hey, don't be a stranger, man. You take off 5 and 6 months at a time. I'm always wondering, where's Tony? Good to hear from you today. We'll talk to you again shortly, okay?
Sounds good, man.
Thanks, fam.
I'll try and get in here more. I've just been super busy,
Looking
man.
forward.
But
I
hope
can
you have a
believe
good
it.
night.
You too, Tony. Night. It's Tony. Let me, let's see. Is that right? We're going to Lee. Hello?
Yo, Ronbo, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Lee,
Oh, yeah, I got you. Go, Ronbo.
this is great. The return. All we need now is Yamin, because like you and Tony, experts on
What is he
your
doing?
conversation, and Tony comes back here all of a sudden. Now here's you, and on the same day that Dante Pettis crawls out of his cocoon or whatever it was that he was in and plays a little football. Like Tony says, though, calm down. Let's see him do it a little bit more. Or even like Dion went to the extreme and said, yeah, he looks good all of a sudden because everybody else went down. And if that's his attitude, then maybe we should cut him anyway, the way I translated my mind. Because if he waited for people to go down to come out and exert himself, he's way out of line. He's not the kind of guy we want, right? But then again, I like Dante. And besides, if he's going to wear his hair one color, we can even appreciate him even more. But Lee, your thoughts on the day's workout?
Yeah, I've heard a little bit, Ronbo. I woke up, I think it was finished because of the different times here, but I heard a little bit from some of the guys in the 49er chat group, Bashar and all of them. And yeah, it was funny because we were actually talking about it last night, Ronbo. We were talking about Dante Pettis.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's frustrating because he's got all the talent, but it seems he just can't get his head right. Like he struggles with the contact, and today he caught like 3 catches over the middle of the field. I heard.
Yeah.
I think it was Grant Cohen or someone. So that was good because he has the ability. It's just that he can't show that consistency. And it's hard because we drafted him pretty high in the draft. I think 2nd and 3rd round pick. So
it's still
haven't
making
really
Tony, man.
got that out of him yet.
Lee, we traded up to get him.
Yeah, we used our 3rd round pick to move up in the 2nd to get him. And I remember that trade because I was like, man, why did we move up? To get this guy, he's supposed to be this good kick returner. And then
At the time, just to answer that though, at the time there was a rumor that the Cardinals were going after Dante Pettis, and you know how Kyle is. Him and Bobby Turner, if they want a player, they'll give up a 1st round pick to get him, even if they're in the 4th round. You get God. But anyway, that was the story.
And I remember the receiver. There's a few of us that wanted the other receiver, which was Christian Kirk, and that's the guy the Cardinals took. And he had a pretty good year last year. I think he had about 3 or 4 touchdowns. He had about 700 yards. So hopefully Dante, I heard he's coming to camp looking better this year.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can be more consistent, Ronbo, and keep doing what he's doing.
I saw a photo of
Because,
him.
a lot of times what they do in camp rolls over to what they do in the season. So if he can show that consistency and bring it into week 1, it'll be good because we really need him to lift and perform because I think Debo's still coming back from injury. And we got Aiyuk, but he's still a rookie. So it'd be good if he comes in week 1 and he's ready to perform this year, right? That's what we need.
Go ahead and commit though, Lee. Here's the thing. Jauan Jennings has definitely got Jimmy's attention. You already know Trent Taylor's going to be on the field. You've got Kendrick Bourne is looking awesome this year. And then, of course, the boy wonder, Brandon Aiyuk. It's like, it may be like Tony says, he's going to have to wiggle his way into the spotlight a lot like Kendrick Bourne probably did. When somebody gets, a little tweak or something like that, all right, Dante, get in there. He'd better do something with those opportunities. I don't think he's going to get ahead of these guys. But go ahead. Let me see what else you're going to say.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I heard Bourne and Taylor looking the most consistent of the receivers, and then you got like Aiyuk, who's looking really athletic, and he seems to be, the most explosive out of all our receivers. He just needs to work on a bit of consistency. So he's probably going to get a lot of opportunity being a first-round pick this year. Yeah, and he's got those long arms, so he's got that wide catch radius. So I think he's going to come up with some big plays. I don't think he's going to come in and be a superstar. Some people think straight away. That's going to take time, mate. It's going to develop under this offense once he learns in Kyle's scheme. But it's going to be exciting, Ronbo, because we've got a lot of depth this year. Kyle hasn't had this much weapons to work with since he's been at the 49ers. So
it's been so
he's
sad.
got a lot of weapons, like running backs too, Ronbo.
Oh, God.
Like you look at our running backs there, I think guys like Jeffrey Wilson and Richie James, they're going to be struggling to make the team now.
Mm. And
I heard McKinnon's looking better too this year.
Oh, did you hear what Matt Mayoko said as they were sitting out there with the players? He said, "Who's impressed you most in camp so far?" Well, he said another name and says, "Oh, Jerick McKinnon." I said we're hearing a lot about McKinnon, and think about that, Lee. The motivation with him, he says, a man on a mission after being out for 2 years, and the 49ers still believed in him and waited. You've got to come out there with a vengeance. You owe people, and you feel like you got to come out there with a passion. I think he is. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think hopefully we're probably seeing that out of Pettis too. Is that they're sort of like they got a sort of like a prove it year for them, and it is for McKinnon too, because they restructured his contract there because he's been injured the last 2 years. Mm-hmm. So he sort of got this is sort of his prove it year. Mm-hmm. And I just think too, like with Trent Williams, I've been saying for years, I want us to get better pass protection, and Trent Williams, that's a great signing for us because it helps Jimmy. If you give him a little bit more time, he's going to be a bit more consistent and make a lot more plays. And I think it's going to be huge for our team this year.
You hit it right on the head. Huge. Oh, God, yes. And he can move this year, so you're going to see a few more bootlegs and rollouts and get that play action going, Kyle. It looks like, because I saw him do it in the drill today. I said, that's how Jimmy moves. So, God. It's going to be a fun season on offense.
Yeah, I can't wait, Ronbo. Thanks for everything you do. Shout out to the 49 Empire. And, thank you.
Thank you, Lee. Listen, let's get back in there. Season started. Let's go, man. I'll see you Thursday if you get time.
Let's go. Later, Ronbo.
Later, Lee. Hey. Now, it's funny that Charles would call. And Charles, before I decided to say a word about Dante's hair, Charles has been bothered about that for a long time. Now, you see now that what's color is Dante? We're just leaving his hair at the natural color. Charles,
what's going on, Ronbo? Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. In fact, better than usual. You got a new system?
Yeah, I downloaded Zoom, and I guess it's up right.
All right. Well, Charles, as you know, we're talking about your favorite guy tonight, and Dante's about to take himself off the comedy list as he looks focused. He looks serious. He's running across the middle of the field, routes running across the middle of the field and making catches. Although everybody's been told, all right, guys, let's keep it light out here on the contact. All right, let's go. Bleep. And there you go. I said, what? So even that, I like to hear Dante's being at least into it. But I mean, Charles, don't let me influence your thinking because you go ahead. Because Dion went to work on Dante. It was terrible. So go ahead.
Well, my take on him. That's well noted.
Yes.
I thought the past 2 years, even after we drafted him, the first training camp, I started seeing his blue hair and talk about his cats and so on and so forth. I just thought, he was the softest wide receiver I've ever seen. And the only reason why he got the notoriety that he got was because the 49ers were like 3-12 at the time, and the season didn't really matter. Teams didn't really take him serious.
Wait, did we win 3 or 2 that year?
He was lining up in the slot. And nobody was focusing on this guy. Nobody was focusing on the 49ers. Everybody called the 49ers a weak team, has-beens and so on and so forth. So he thrived in that setting where no attention was being focused on him. and then he went into the offseason thinking he was going to be the guy, and
mistake.
he showed up for training camp unprepared, and so he got embarrassed. So this time he sees everybody else that's on the team that's going to pass him up. He saw that we had a Super Bowl year last year, so he takes it more seriously. He wasn't even considered to be a helpful threat against the Kansas City Chiefs, and he's been here for 2 years. So I think all
standing on the sidelines. I know that was how embarrassing. What do you tell everybody you know? Hey, Dante, how come you didn't even dress? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy.
I know.
Yeah.
So I think all of that played against him. I think all that played for him, his mindset leading into this offseason. And I don't know how he looks physically because
Bigger.
I haven't seen
Charles,
tape
he's
on
actually
him.
bigger. I seen arms on Dante. I used to just see noodles coming out of his sleeves.
I know.
He's got arms now. What? Dante! Whoa!
Well, hopefully he worked out. He increased his speed because he needed to do that. He got rid of those noodle arms and those noodle legs. Because those legs used to just flop all over the place.
And he got hit.
He was
Wouldn't get up.
So so I like the fact that he's doing better in training camp, but it's 3 passes over the middle. He caught 3 passes over. Like, what's that? Really? I don't see.
Charles, wait a minute. For Dante, that's serious. Now, I need to see real action because Dante, that used to be his biggest fear was getting hit. We seen we seen him visibly pull up on a route because he was concerned about his health on making that play. What was that game? I said, "Oh, Dante, what kind of effort was that?" It almost got picked off too. He wouldn't complete the route. He pulled up.
Yeah, I
I've seen
remember
that. I played against guys like that before. I was shocked. This is the NFL. What are you doing? Oh.
Yeah. But I told you that what last year that wasn't his mindset. I don't know. It probably isn't this year, but I don't know, the circumstances under which he caught the 3 passes. I don't know if he was with the third team, the second team, or the first team. And so that needs to be noted too. That needs to be explained too. Because if he's with the third team, passes across the middle, like what is that? The second team?
All 3 teams though, Charles. I just to let you know, he took his first shot from Jimmy, 2 shots from Jimmy, 2 from Nick, and 1 from CJ. He went down through all the quarterbacks. Actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Kyle's probably shocked too.
Yeah.
All right, Dante, come out here with second team. Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Dante, get back out here. Let's run one with CJ. Let me see that one more time. I bet it's. Yeah.
So I really hope he got a shot of testosterone in the off season, and I really hope I hope he becomes the number 2 receiver. I think that's his ceiling is a number 2, number 3 receiver. I think that's the most we can ask of him because he's not going to be a number 1. He's just not built that way.
No.
But he can be a good number 2. He's not going to be better than Debo, but he'll be.
He's not going to be better than Aiyuk either. I don't think.
Maximizes his. Go ahead.
No, he's not going to be better than Aiyuk either. If I had to bet, I'd say Aiyuk puts him behind him. But, you never know when injuries are going to occur and a guy's got to come out of a game. You need a solid guy coming off the bench. If Dante can be that, we're in good shape.
Yeah. I mean, if he can blow by, I think the thing that he really needs to develop is his straight line speed and his route running. Being able to and his physicality. Those 3 things, if he improves those tremendously, he'll be able to earn a roster spot.
Yeah, Charles. Actually, Dante's route running is probably up there with the best we got on the team. His problem is execution, but his route running is why he got drafted. Actually, he can break off a route really sharp and fast. He has a talent. It's a gift. He can break off from a defender kind of quickly. So yeah, that's his speed. What is Dante? A 4.5, 4.5? Yeah, he's not real fast, but comes to route running, yeah, you're gonna have trouble staying with Dante, and he beats him up the same way. Everybody works against. But Charles, good stuff. It's gonna be. You know what? We're gonna hear you a lot in the future because I got a feeling Dante's gonna continue to be in the news. But we gotta go.
Okay, all right, Ronbo. I love you. Thank you for what you do, and I'll
Thanks,
talk to
fam.
you later.
The love back at you. All right, looking forward to it. Night, Charles.
Bye-bye.
Oh, God. I used to love when Charles called in and talk about Dante, but I said, Dante, come on, Dante. Alex.
What up, man?
Hey, Alex, man. It's a fun week, you know, because everybody that's had been pretty much the target of really some vicious attacks from the brethren. Kendrick Bourne. Hey, Big Show, I'm still waiting for that call, by the way. You know, you look at Kendrick Bourne yesterday, you know, Aiyuk coming into camp looking awesome, but he's not been a part of the comedy. But Dante has, and all of a sudden, Dante, reporters are saying nothing but good things, even Grant Cohn. Now, this in itself is a huge achievement.
Yeah.
Grant doesn't say anything nice about anybody. Well, every now and then he does.
Well, I don't trust Grant Cohn for anything, so he can take a hike, man. But no, it's good to hear Dante getting some reps out there. I mean, I've just always thought that Dante just needed more reps to kind of get into the flow of things. He showed flashes. He had a game winner for us. I feel like we overlooked that, and I know it's just like one play, but it's a game winner. That's a clutch moment for him to have a touchdown.
Yeah,
and
Steelers game.
You know, yeah, Steelers game. So I don't know. I just always thought that he just needed a few more reps to kind of like get in the flow. I mean, his critiques are, you know, they're well deserved to a degree. I think we're a little bit too harsh, but I mean, like he hasn't done. I mean, he didn't he like not even suit up for the Super Bowl or something?
I mean the ultimate insult. You know, I'm standing on the sidelines with my street clothes on during the Super Bowl. That's so
right.
sad.
It's for sure, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Like, obviously, you can't put too much stock into practice, but it's good to hear that. It's good to hear Dante and physicality in the same sentence.
Right?
For sure.
That just blew me away when I said, what? Jimmy said physicality? Oh, my God.
I mean, if he goes out there and he starts, like, plucking the ball, you know, and attacking the ball, I think we'll see a new Dante. And I think that with all these wide receivers going down, I don't know, maybe something kickstart up in him and to just kind of get his ass in gear and because we know he's talented. He just gotta hit that next gear and keep getting to that next level. Because he's such a good route runner. I was listening to Nothing But Niners, and all of them, I think Wayne, Mike, and Nick all said that the best route runner on this team is Dante Pettis.
I said that year before last when he first came. I said, I've never seen anybody on this team break off routes like that and destroy defenders all the time the same way. That can't be by coincidence. So, yeah, he's good.
He embarrasses DBs. The separation he gets is ridiculous.
Oh, and I mean big, wide, gaping gaps. And I've seen defenders have to turn their head to look back to see where did he go. And oh, my God. No, you can't teach that. That's Dante. So, yeah,
no,
you're right.
You really – that's so true, Ronbo. You can't – I mean, you can teach it to a degree, but he was doing that even in his rookie season. Like, you can see why Kyle Shanahan traded up for this guy. His ability to separate is, like, it's ridiculous. But it's just I mean, I don't know. I don't like saying, like, oh, he doesn't have a dog in him. He doesn't have, like, the heart. Because you can't say what another person's heart and soul is like. Like, I don't like crossing that line. But I will say that not seeing him on the field, like, obviously that's, like, a red flag. We don't know specifically why. But I do, like, just going back to was it Jimmy that said he was playing with physicality? Just hearing that, it should give, yeah, Jimmy. So, and I feel like Jimmy kind of got on Dante's case a lot. So So hearing that was really good. And like I said, I'm keeping my eye on Dante. We'll see how he progresses. But if he can come along, that'd be a huge help, especially with just like losing so many wide receivers at this point.
Huge.
That'd be a huge help.
As Jimmy had quit trusting him, and when I read that, I didn't know that Jimmy had actually had started, but when it said Jimmy Garoppolo is starting to trust Dante again, and I says, Jimmy may say more things to Shanahan than we knew about, right? I still think something was said about Marquise Goodwin when between him and Jimmy there was some problem that we didn't find out about. But I noticed the day that Marquise Goodwin took his stopped being a 49er, he unfollowed Jimmy. I said, whoa.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. What's going on between Marquise and Jimmy? Anyway.
Well, good thing we don't have to worry about Marquise no more.
Well, yeah.
We don't have to worry about him, but I mean, hey, let's hope for Dante. I don't know. I'm just all about being positive with our guys. Like, I'm a realist, so like obviously if you got to be real about situations, but I don't like dogging a dude. Like it was his second year last year, and like let's see what he can. Because all these people that are dogging Dante are the same ones saying that Solly's gonna break out. This are the same ones that saying Spoon is gonna take E-Man's spot. Like no, like we know for a fact that E-Man's better than Spoon. We know for a fact in 3 seasons that Solomon Thomas has done nothing. Dante had a really good rookie year with 3 different quarterbacks, and then last year, he didn't show out for sure. But let's get another shot. Let's see what he does this year, and then we can kind of like for sure say, okay, he's not the guy, or hey, he's got some juice still left in him.
Alex, you may have hit upon maybe the problem. I don't want to give him any excuses or anything, but maybe running through all these quarterbacks he's now got one that's lasted for a while, and maybe it could be part of it. All right, good stuff, Alex. We're gonna go. We'll be back Thursday after practice. All right.
All right, sounds good, man. Appreciate it, Ronbo. You have a good night, man.
Thanks, Alex. You too. And I see T. Dot. Thank you, T. Dot. Appreciate that, fam. And also, T. Dot, for the second contribution, need a happy 49th birthday to my girl, Stephanie. You got it. Can we get a bit of Jose? Cuervo, gold. Happy. Wait. Oh, I better dilute that a little bit more. Woo! Happy Nana's birthday, Stephanie. Happy Nana's birthday, Stephanie. Happy Nana. I could do that for like 10 or 15 minutes. That's something I don't know I can continue to do for days. We've got no time to keep going. But for Stephanie, happy birthday, Stephanie! Oh, God. You're making me act silly. I love it. Hey, Stevie!
Ronbo.
Stevie, hey, man, everybody's showing out, coming in tonight. Why, Stevie? Get on in there, man. We're having a revelation. It's a revelation night, Stevie. Man, if Dante Pettis, they said some good things about him a couple of days. I didn't pay it no mind because we've seen this before from Dante. And today, Jimmy chimed in, and they're saying Jimmy's starting to trust Dante again. I said, what? No. Really? Because the boy always could play ball, Stevie. I bet you we all agree on that. But would he play? I mean, we're talking about a kid that grew up from his daddy, Gary Pettis, one of the MLB's best. He ain't had to work hard. He ain't suffered. Why you got to come out here and get hurt playing football, right? So all of a sudden, it looks like he may have some heart, Stevie. What are you thinking about Dante and anything else on the day?
I don't really feel nothing towards it. It's just one practice. I need consistency with that.
Show me. I agree with y'all, though.
One practice don't mean nothing. I mean, I'm glad that he's doing it, yeah, but
I mean, you got to do more than that. It's just one practice. Do it every practice. Do it in the game. I don't want to see that just in practice.
Please do it in the game.
You could be a practice superstar going to the game with chicken out. You know what I'm saying? I actually have plenty of time in life.
Stevie,
You know,
wait, Steve, I want to ask you a question you probably remember too. What's that guy we had back in, I think, was that Tom Souza? Remember the guy who from the Cincinnati Bengals played with us? The one who could made famous throwing that flip into the end zone?
Oh, Jerome Simpson?
Yeah, hey, he was a guy that could wore people out in practice and preseason games, was a superstar. Got in the game and couldn't play. So, yeah, there's a good point. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a great comparison to that. He couldn't play it. I mean, well, actually, he did pretty good when he was at the Bengals. When he came to us.
Not when he came to
it
us.
Was just terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he came to us, it was. Dante, he just needs to do better. Like, at the end of the day, it's still going to be Debo, Aiyuk. Well, actually, I'm going to put it like this. It's going to be Debo, Bourne, then Aiyuk, then Taylor. Then it might be Jennings above him. So he might be 5th or 6th. And depending on if J.J. Nelson or Tavon Austin, which you can do actually more with them because they have more, and they've been in the league longer, he might get down to 7th. Yeah, who knows? They might trade for somebody too.
I knew somebody's going to get through a trade. Somebody in the chat already said, good, he's looking good. Make him more attractive for a trade.
It's push on the sub. But, Ronbo, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
How do you feel about the K1 Williams injury to his calf? Even though they said he's going to be out 2 to 3 weeks, that calf is close to that ACL. And that calf is nothing to play with.
Whoa, God! They just picked up Cyprian today, and they had him working in there. You know what? This can't happen. That's the guy that we won games with. Truth be told, because when you stop people like Tyler Lockett, some of the premier slot men around the league, and K1 had everybody's number. He tagged and bagged them all.
Right.
So yeah, you're right. He is very, very seriously needed. We'll have to wait and see. He got hurt last year too.
Jamon Taylor is not as good as people really think. Jamon Taylor is getting beat in practice. If Jimmy wants to complete a pass, he's going that way.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, we got to get better. But how about somebody like Logan Ryan, who's still out there right now, who played a lot of nickel, especially in the Bill Belichick team, that could do safety as well.
He's available.
To get Jonathan Cyprian.
Logan. That's right.
Now.
Logan says he wants everybody.
I'm not from the Kittle situation. I'm not too sure how much money we have left and how much he's demanding. But he's a top caliber corner. He was a top caliber nickel corner, and a great safety on top of it.
Right. Logan says he wants everybody to know he's a safety. So maybe, I don't know.
He's like a Jimmy Ward was a safety that can play nickel, but he's actually a good nickel. He was a good nickel too, but he's actually a really good nickel that could be serviceable if K1 has to stay out longer.
Yeah, Steve, you know what's going to happen. Let me just run this by you real quick, though. You know what's going to happen. If K1 can't come back, Jimmy's going back to the slot, and Tavares takes over at the top. But
that can work too. But Jimmy wants to play primarily safety, though.
He made it clear.
That's his goal.
He made it clear.
He made it very clear. He wants primary safety. Like, he understands if he has to play nickel sometimes on packages, but primarily that's what he wants to do. You see what happens when he stayed healthy and stayed there the whole year? He excelled. He was very good.
Solid.
Top 5.
You know what, though? Hey, Stevie, even if that happens, though, K1 will probably be back by week 2 or 3 at the latest, I would think.
We'll be back. Well, we got to see.
Yeah.
We got to see, but that was just in my mind lately because I'm like, they say he will be out 2 to 3 weeks. You never know. That calf is nothing to play with, Ronbo.
No, I know. Once it strains like that, and then you come back out there too soon, it remains tender. It'll pull up again. So I hope not.
Right.
We'll see.
In the season, what, 3 weeks away? 3-4 weeks away?
Yeah, because this
we're in
the last week. Yeah, we're talking 3 weeks.
Yeah. It's coming up soon, so we gotta see because we gotta get them in there now. Really saying we gotta get players that we need now, but. That's just a thought, Ronbo.
Yeah, scary one too.
For a little bit. I ain't been on it a long time.
And you see Jauan Kinlaw. We may have to wait. Somebody else mentioned Jauan Kinlaw. It may be a matter of maturity in the beginning of the season because Tomlinson's out there handling him. Tomlinson has no business handling a guy like that. Not like he has been anyway.
I mean,
So,
if Thompson, what does that say about Thompson? That means he might have gotten better. He
Oh, yeah,
was a first round draft pick.
Tomlinson been getting good for the last 2 years. So, but
Right.
I want to see a guy like Kinlaw don't lose on every exchange. You know, if Tomlinson is beating you, that's fine. Tomlinson has been doing a good job, but not every time. Some of them drills, I want to see him lose. He's just a big, nice kid, you know. It's going to be funny to see him get crazy out there.
Right.
So we'll see. Stevie, so good to hear from you,
we
man.
will.
Let's see what happens Thursday.
I'll
Get
be
back in and
on
check
tomorrow.
in.
You on tomorrow, right?
Thursday, because ain't no practice tomorrow.
Oh, and the practice Thursday? All right, I'll be back on.
All right. See you then, Stevie.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, man.
All right.
Night.
Don't get me a cup. What's up, family?
Ellis, we're loving the fact that Dante came out, showed out today, because we've been hearing about Aiyuk. We've been hearing Aiyuk from day one. Jauan Jennings also been asserting himself, and Kendrick's out there doing his thing. And today, Dante's actually been out there doing not bad, but nobody would take him seriously, right? So today, the reporters took him seriously. Jimmy G took him seriously. I said, come on, man. What? That's Dante Pettis. You guys are talking about Dante? Ellis, there's reason to get excited about that because Dante is one of the most skilled route runners we have if he would just go on out there and show us. There's a lot of people remaining skeptical about this. It's just practice. Don't get excited yet. Ellis,
Exactly.
Is this something that inspires you to believe that there's a possibility he could step up? Or are you on the, man, ain't nothing but practice. It was one day. What do you think?
I think Dante, like we just talked about it kind of yesterday, and I was thinking, well, maybe Dante is he's gonna make a turnaround. You know, he's got the potential. He's already shown us that he can play.
Yeah.
Something happened last year that that only he's able to fix at the end of the day, but we could all see. And so it just allowed us to, a window to critique and kind of get on his ass a little bit. But we know he's capable, and that's what the hell he made it to the NFL for.
Yeah.
So he needs to, it's all about him, and he's got what it takes. He has to do it. He has to apply himself, and he has to do it week in and week out, and show that he wants to stay, that he's meant to be in the league, and he wants to remain, a threat and a talent that's spoken, about in a positive way versus being like a, I don't know how Solly T is kind of looking right now, and just a couple of other guys, they're just. I mean, it's just nothing positive really going on. I didn't hear too many good things about Solomon. I heard he's in the best shape of, maybe his career, but he's just having a hard time. Like, he's not getting any production so far.
Did you hear about him and McKivitz, the rookie? McKivitz was out there just handling him, just handling Solomon. I said, Solomon. McKivitz, we just drafted him in the 5th round, Solomon. 5th round.
Yeah, Colton, yeah. Yeah. See, so there you go. So and we heard about Jauan really not doing any damage really right now at this point. But he's a lot of these guys, everybody's not going to come in NFL ready. Everyone's not going to come in with their technique and be a sound and dominant player. That's why those guys are as rare as they come, they're so sought after. You know what I mean? The Nick Bosa's and the DeForest Buckners, and you know what I mean. We're not going to get that D-Buck replacement just yet, you guys. You know what I mean? So we have to be prepared to allow this kid to be coached up, allow him to get into the football and qualified shape and get into his groove a little bit. You know what I mean? But he's got to be under some tutelage and just kind of just focus on the technique and the things that he needs to build skill-wise so he can, be a formidable, defensive, lineman for our team, because we know he's got the potential. He's got the size. He's got the structure and the base is down, but, he's got to get into the groove because this is a go. This is right now. We don't really have time to sit around and wait.
No.
But
Not,
But he's in the right. He's on the right staff and with the right team.
Yeah, but without the rookie, without the real preseason training, he missed out on a lot of things that probably could have had him a little further ahead than he is now, which is what worries me. Because, like he said, he was used to playing bully ball when he was in school because he could. But now you have to use some technique. We'll see.
Yeah, shout out Cole McKivitz. That sounds great. I'm glad to hear that he's doing his thing already. Yeah, man. And the offensive line in general, the Trenton, Nick Bosa, thing going on. Brandon Aiyuk's looking really promising. I heard Sherman was getting burned a little bit. He got smoked by, Aiyuk and stuff a couple of times. So it's kind of, I don't know, man. We got to see. And if we're playing more man coverage this year, I'm hoping that, that Coach Salah's, trying to figure out some ways to, make things to where it's not going to be too tough on Rich because, he does have a little bit of a struggle with the man coverage. He's not the same player that he was. And as far as being able to play man-to-man like that and be able to stop guys, but he's very cerebral and he knows the game. He's a, veteran now, and so he does have a lot of, things that are complimentary about his game. I just think that we're going to have to be looking to, either acquire somebody to come in there to, kind of assist and help and be able to rotate just in case maybe he's not getting it done potentially, or just to be there in case he, in case he does fall or, if he gets hurt. Yeah, what I mean? We got to have somebody there, you know what I mean? And Tavarius Moore, I heard, was doing really well. I was glad to hear about that. So, there's some guys that are looking real good right now, and as far as Dante, he's got it. This is a perfect opportunity for him. I hate to say, look, Debo, and Richie, and now Jalen being injured, it's like, there you go. Now you got your chance, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want it to be at the expense of all, these quality players being injured. That's just how the shit happened. So this is an opportunity for him, and he has to take advantage of it, you know what I mean, or not.
Okay.
No.
Well, I tell you that.
So.
And that's the mindset you have to come in. But the competition, the 49ers, they're brilliant with how they keep the heat on. You come in, you get dressed, you walk out on the field. Who's that dude? Yeah, that's a wide receiver. Wide receiver. Man, we need another wide receiver. But they're used to it. But I would be tripping. Why we got 30 dudes in there? All of them claim to be wide receiver. What is coach thinking? All right, I ain't taking my job. You just have to have that. You got to have that attitude, So.
Yeah, I mean, he brought in a lot of guys already. Tavon, that other guy, and now Jerron Brown, and I mean, he Kyle Fitchin.
I know.
The other guy, the Nelson
Ellis,
guy, and so that's what I mean.
I got to tell you, one of them speed dudes is making this team. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here next. Ellis,
I think two may even make it.
Yeah, Ellis, I'm going to see you Thursday, man. After the guys work out, they take a day off tomorrow. We'll see you Thursday. All right?
Yes, indeed, family. And lastly, though, Jet McKinnon, I heard they might be having him on kickoff or, possibly or punt return. Maybe, so that might be something explosive to be able to see. But I think we're going to wait and oh, my goodness. So, but anyway, shout out to you, Ronbo. Thank you again, family, as always.
Thanks, man.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. Now those numbers should be going up a whole lot more since we don't have the app, you know what I mean, to download and all that other stuff. So let's run those numbers up, gentlemen.
Thanks so much, Ellis. Looking forward to hearing from you Thursday.
Then go to hell, Trent Bokey.
He might be there now.
Peace out. Right. Peace.
Oh, God. And what is that guy's name? Yannick? Was it Des Bryant? You know what? Des Bryant did want to come to San Francisco. Des Bryant can't make this team. See, people are confused by Des Bryant. That's not the same Des Bryant back in the day. First of all, he has no ability to break away. His route running never was anything. Des is a physical player. We got plenty of that. So, as for laughing about Des Bryant not wanting to come to San Francisco, that is comical. He wishes he could come to San Francisco. Hey, Johnny V.
Ronbo, my man, what's happening, brother?
Oh, John, man, it's a day where we've been shocked. Okay. Here's the thing. Dante Pettis has never been a bad receiver. He's just been one of those receivers that didn't really plug himself in. as good as he is. Because it bothers people that he's got the capabilities that he has, but somehow he sucks behind you know what. So, to hear about him doing good things today, and over, he's been coming on actually in camp the whole time. They sort of quietly said, Dante Pettis had a day where he did not drop one pass. And I heard that the other day. I said, okay. And then they said today, Dante's just out there showing out now, folks. What? And Jimmy G said, yeah, Dante's showing physicality. What? It's a physicality? Oh, God. So, John, are you delighted with these latest findings or what's going on?
Ronbo, you know what? I'm not. I'm not. I don't have any trust in Dante Pettis. And Jimmy G today, in his interview, was very, very brief. He touched base with Dante just a hair, and then he moved on to the rest of the receiving corps. Did excellent, and they're good, and they're this, and they're that. But Ronbo, I don't know that even Jimmy G believes it. I mean, here's the thing. Dante's showing off at practice because everybody's crippled right now. So listen.
As D pointed out, Dion.
Yes, exactly. And until you get out there against the opponents, I don't believe in Dante until I see Dante play good ball, you know? But because as much as okay, so he's doing well. Good news. But if I'm not mistaken, Ben Garland went down today.
Garland went down Monday.
Ankle.
He went down yesterday.
Or Monday. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So he went down Monday, and then and now we're trying to get more backups in here. We're getting safeties, a center. I mean, Jesus, Ronbo, what the hell's going on, man?
Hey, we're not. You know what, Gerald? What's his name? Got cut by the Cowboys. What's the defensive lineman, Pro Bowler? Cowboys said he's hurt. Cut him. I said, whoa. I said,
wow, why?
I guess because
for whatever reason.
Yeah, they just don't have any room. If you get hurt, that's bad luck. Okay, take care and report to the front office, and that's it. Wow.
Yeah.
It's rough out in the NFL.
So is that what we need to start doing, or what? I mean, do we need to start booting people when they get the injury? Is it spreading like Corona in that
I think it sends
or what?
Well, it sends a bad vibe around the league, Gerald, I forget his last name? Guys, this is a Cowboy guy. Anyway, he's been really done a good job for the Cowboys down through the years, and they cut him. He's going to go to another team next year, I imagine, after this injury. I think he ripped his quad to pieces, right? So he comes back next year. He'll be fine. That's not a bone. That's not a knee injury or something like that. Cowboys could have carried him on the IR. No, get out. And now he comes back next year, and maybe he ends up playing for us. That's something that it's pretty funny. I wouldn't do that kind of thing because, as I say, other players don't want to play for you. If I'm a player and the Cowboys are looking for players, I say, the Cowboys, man, them dudes, they ain't got no heart, man. They could do a player like that. So
they bounce you at the drop of a hat, huh?
Yeah.
Robert Sullis says that the spot opposite to Richard Sherman's open, Ronbo.
Yes. And name the guys that are competing for it, though, and you can come down to who you think's going to win. Who do you think's going to win? You got Mosley, you got Verrett, you got who with the spoon.
Well, Spoon and Dante Pettis are in the same canoe and on my lake, Ronbo. So I'm not really. I don't have any hope. They have to show me on the field, But I think Mosley wins the starting position, obviously. But too. Verrett's not far behind Ronbo. I think he's healthy, and I think he's competing, and I think he really wants it.
He does.
And that was a Pro Bowler as well. So bring it on, bro. Tim Harris, what's his story?
Yeah, I forgot. He's in that room. He was last year when he was drafted. He was looked upon as a potential project. I don't know how he's doing though, status-wise. You don't hear anything. He made a play the other day in practice that they talked about on a tight end, I think. But anyway,
this is such a strange camp, Rumble. We are rewarding guys for making one individual play
He made 6.
in practice.
Six,
Yeah.
John. He made 2 catches from every quarterback we got. Well, he made 1 catch from CJ. This is saying something for Dante. He's not been a participant, is why it's kind of exciting.
Let's see, listen, Ronbo, if he comes out and plays ridiculous ball, then I will eat shit. But until then, this dude.
We got to be careful about eating
Ronbo,
things, John. I'm going to bring some pesto sauce and eat my hat. I made a deal yesterday, because pesto's my favorite sauce on the planet. I made a deal yesterday for somebody to do something. Good thing I forgot, and I hopefully whoever called me up on that forgot too. You can be wrong on these things, you know?
Yeah, if they come to collect, Ronbo, we're in trouble, brother. But I'm pretty excited, Ronbo. I mean, I'm seeing good things, but I'm also seeing guys go down, and I don't like that.
It's frightening.
I don't like it when guys go down at camp. But Kyle wants 11 receivers because they drop like flies.
Yeah,
So
I heard that.
Does that mean that we're shopping? You know, Des Bryant's name has been coming up on Twitter a lot, Instagram, and a few
I'll bet it doesn't come up.
chats.
I bet it doesn't come up in Santa Clara.
You don't think
Just
so?
I would take 2 names off the list right away for guys possible coming. Des Bryant is definitely not coming to San Francisco. AB is even more definitely not coming to Santa Clara. You see, so and
What about Josh Gordon?
Josh, but I think they're going to re-sign him in Seattle, aren't they? Because
yeah, that's Russ's guy.
I would actually say if he was available, it is a possibility because you know how Kyle is. That's his guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, John, we're out of time.
Are we taking any interest in? In Taylor Gabriel?
I've not heard a name. Not even a rumor. Therefore, he may have a chance. John, we got to go. I look forward to seeing you Thursday, though. And some of these developments we're talking about now, we may get answers to.
Good. Ronbo, Thursday it is, my man. Take care of yourself. I love you, brother.
John.
Love the show.
Thanks, John.
Take care and be safe, my man. Good night.
You too, fam.
See you
Night,
soon.
John. And there he is, Tyler.
Ronbo, my man.
T. And Tyler, man, as you know tonight, Jimmy G gave an evaluation of all his wide receivers. And I was delighted to hear that he said something good about Dante. Because, there's a lot of people who don't really like him.
Jimmy says that stuff every year. All of them. All of them. Like, he says, okay, look, he gets in the interview, he says the exact same thing. He's like, oh, they're all really good at getting separation, and that makes my job very easy. It's always the makes my job very easy thing. He always says that, and it doesn't matter who it is. He always says, oh, they make my job very easy. That's always what he says.
All right, hey, okay.
And
but
look,
in fairness, though, Dante's been playing fairly good football in camp so far anyway. So today was especially good day.
He caught one pass from C.J. Beathard who you can hardly even consider a quarterback. So, come on. That one doesn't count.
I guess you told me. I'll leave that alone then, Tyler. It's all yours. Take it away.
Okay, I want to clear a couple of things up. Somebody said Logan Ryan's still available. That's not true. Atlanta picked him up a couple days ago. And
that was Steve.
Also, Gerald McCoy, the reason the Cowboys cut him is because they put it in his contract that if he hurts that specific body part, that they can cut him. And that's what happened.
Tyler, you made that up. Wait a minute. You actually signed a document.
They put it in his contract. They put it in his contract that if he tears his quad or hurts his quad, they can cut him, and he still gets his $3 million signing bonus. But that's it. That's actually what happened. I'm serious.
Why would any man? Why would you sign that? I would never sign that kind of contract. That makes no sense. Ronbo, if you hurt an elbow,
I guess he's had quad troubles.
Well, he's probably one of those guys that gets in and squats 5,000 pounds. You know how much stress that is on the quads? And the coaches probably told him, hey, listen, keep an eye on Gerald McCoy. He thinks, I think if we put a tree on his back, he'd squat it. So let's go ahead and make a stipulation. If he can't be more careful and do workouts that make sense, we're not going to pay him. You know, can you imagine? God, that's funny, Tanner. I'm gonna go look that up so I can laugh harder to find out
Yeah, that
if
is
you
what
are telling
happened.
the
I
whole
saw
truth.
that and I was like, wow, that's interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What kind
Anyway,
of agent would sign that?
I mean, look, they might have been one of his only offers, and they might have been offering the most money as long as he doesn't get hurt. But he still got his $3 million signing bonus. I mean, that's fine.
Tanner, Gerald McCoy's been outstanding defensive. Maybe I can argue. Well, that's amazing.
He was great when he was with the Bucks, and then he went somewhere else. I don't know.
Well, sucks for him.
But anyway, as far as Dante Pettis goes, come on, dude, have one decent practice. Come on, first of all, it's all about consistency for one thing. That's what the league's about.
Yeah.
And two, it's Jimmy Garoppolo had a practice last year where he threw 5 interceptions. So don't talk to me about practice.
Nobody's gotten over that yet either. Hey, Tyler, I just want to say this about that, though.
Doesn't demonstrate anything.
I just want to say in defense of Jimmy Garoppolo's 5 INT day, look who he's dealing with.
I'm not mad at him for that.
No, I'm just saying, but look who he's dealing with. We didn't realize what he was dealing with until we saw the team.
Dante's hands.
Yeah, well, not only that, look what we got planned. We've got Nick Bosa coming off the edge like he's lost his mind. Your D Ford was pretty fresh at that time of year, whoever's playing off the other edge. And then you got the secondary from hell behind him. I kind of felt sorry for Jimmy after being off for an entire year, and he comes back to that. That's scary.
No, I was just using that as a reference point. What I was saying was one practice means nothing.
Yeah.
It's all about consistency.
True.
So Dante had one decent practice. Okay. You know, I mean, congrats. I mean, hope you're proud of yourself. Hopefully you can turn into a dog and stop licking your freaking paws. But come on.
That is
come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
we don't need cats. Cats are one of the most annoying animals, especially female cats. When they go into heat, they'll hate you like all year long. But whenever they go into heat, they want your attention. Like, come on. Come on, man.
There's a lot to be applied to that thought, too. It goes deeper than that, too, with the whole species of females when you think about it. But hey, but Tyler.
Yeah, I know.
When you look at that running back room as well, just because I didn't get anything from you about that yesterday, it's going to be interesting to see because we have an overload in both the wide receiver room and the running back room. There's going to be some talented individuals we just can't hold on to this year. Have you thought about who you're going to keep in both rooms?
As far as the running back room, I would love to see Jeff Wilson get some more snaps because when he has been able to run the ball, he's been very, very effective. He just hasn't gotten very many touches. I don't know why. Probably because he seems to be more of a power than a speed back, which I guess Shanahan likes speed backs more, which, I mean, you got to be able to run that stretch, but Jeff can do that.
Yeah.
Jeff can do that. So
he did do it.
I mean, I'd love to see Jeff get more reps. So I think I got, obviously, Mostert, Coleman. It depends on whether you want to keep 3 or 4 running backs. That's the thing. If you want to keep 4, then I would say Jeff, Mostert, Coleman, and McKinnon. But if you're wanting to only keep 3, Shanahan is probably going to go, unfortunately, with Coleman, Mostert, and McKinnon. Because I don't think he's going to want to let McKinnon go for whatever reason. I guess there's something special about him.
Yeah, well, McKinnon's going to be – actually, they say McKinnon's been looking awfully good in practice. And the thing is, again, that word practice, but the thing is, remember, Kyle went after this guy. You don't keep a guy for 3 years and then cut him this year. You know what I mean? That's not going to happen. Yeah. Hey,
just that I would love to see Jeff get more touches.
Everybody would. He's everybody's favorite highlight reel. Tyler, we ran out of time. Let me get your thoughts on Thursday as far as the rest of it goes, okay?
All right, by the way, I have one little question. You had this 49ers hat that just has, like, the SF without the logo, right?
Yeah,
I think I've seen you with it before.
MC9
I
also
ordered
has
that
one.
same hat.
All right. I love the huge letters. Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah, I know. That's what I got.
Awesome.
I also ordered a Niners sticker for my car when I get it next month. So.
Oh, look out for Tyler. He's starting to start driving.
I'm going to have all my favorite sports teams and a couple other things.
All right. There you go. Looking good. All right, Tyler. I'll see you Thursday, okay?
All right. Niner Empire, Niner for life, forever faithful. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Win, lose, or tie, Niner till I die. Forever faithful.
Night,
Love you,
Tyler.
Ronbo. Peace.
Love you back, fam. Night. Santana!
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing, my man?
Santana, I'm doing great, man, because, I've always thought that Dante Pettis was like a potential star, especially after that first year, right? He was eating up. Remember Nick Mullins goes out, and he and Dante destroy the Seahawks? I've been in love with this dude ever since then, right? Last year was a weird year because in 2018 we saw Dante come in and dude was good. He couldn't stay healthy. And when he got hit, he couldn't take a hit. But I attributed that to him being a rookie, and his body's not ready for the NFL level. But now he's had 2 years, 1 year of embarrassment, 1 year of looking good. 2019, Santana, it could be. A lot of people don't have any faith in it. I think Dante may have arrived. I mean, what are you thinking?
No. No, man.
I
don't care.
Dante, I'm trying, man. I can't sell you to anybody.
No.
God, you're like a lemon.
Man. No, Ronbo. I mean, Ronbo, come on, man. We've seen this kid already tried. You know, Kyle Shanahan has given this kid all opportunities. You know, and every time he's had opportunities, man, he just doesn't show up. And the only thing, and the things that I've seen, Ronbo, is that he's a type of player that he'll start good, but once he gets that hit, if someone hits him so hard, he just shuts down and doesn't come back from that.
Yeah,
you know?
he goes in the fetal position. And I
seen that, and I'm sure Kyle Shanahan has seen that, and I still have this picture that I can't stop thinking about this one game against the Packers where he just got laid out, and you can see in his face, man, that he just quit right there and then. And Kyle Shanahan just took him out after that for the rest of the game, and we didn't see him ever again. You know, so I mean, I just don't think, man, that he has that dog in him. You know, and he might be as talented as people say, and might get separation in this, but I just don't see it, and I haven't seen it. I haven't seen anything I haven't seen anything from him to convince me that, you know, let's save a spot for him, you know. So at this point, man,
I just wish we'd have one preseason game because I want to know, like, what we're seeing, is that real? Because against competition, you know, they're not gonna be showing no love out there. And this is the thing about Dante that I've seen, that he does tend to have fear. You can't have fear as a wide receiver. Yeah, you'll never be able to succeed.
But look at this, Ronbo. Like you know, look at Richie James, man, for example, and Kendrick Bourne, for example, man. They both have shown progressions throughout the years they've been with the Niners. You know, Dante Pettis, you haven't seen it at all. You haven't seen anything from him.
No, he took a step back.
Richie James. Yeah, I've seen Richie James take some crazy hits, and he gets up and he's okay, and he's back at it again.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And same thing with Kendrick Bourne, man. He'll take a hit and he'll get up with a smile.
I know,
he'll
right?
Just, you know.
God, I love when he does that. Vicious hit. Remember the Hawks had him up in the air, twirling him like a bam, hit the ground. Kendrick got up, throw the ball on the ground. That's the best y'all can do? I'll be back.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, well, I mean, you know, I'm not convinced, and ever since I saw him in the field, I was not convinced that he was that player that was going to make a difference for us, and I'm pretty sure that you know, Kyle Shanahan, I don't know why maybe because he picked him and he moved up for him, and maybe he's trying to, like, you know, so he's giving us as many chances as he can, but at some point, man, you just got to cut bait, man, and you got to give other people that been there and shown up more opportunities, you know, and like I said, there's 5 spots that are guaranteed, you know, and you already know who they are. You know, it's Debo, Trent, Kendrick Bourne, Brandon Aiyuk, and I want to say Jauan Jennings because we got to replace that big body receiver for Jalen Hurd, and then for sure, Ronbo, how many receivers are we keeping? 6, 7? I said we keep 7, but for sure, Ronbo. For sure, 6. Tavon Austin, and and then we're gonna keep one speedy receiver because we need one down the field.
Yeah.
That one spot there. That's why they brought Tavon Austin and J.J. Nelson to fight for that one spot. One of those two guys are gonna make the team for sure, no doubt about it. You know, so.
Well,
I mean, that's
on that though.
opinion,
on that, between the two, which one would you want to keep? Austin.
I
Nelson.
mean, man, I haven't seen too much of J.J. Nelson. I know he's a speedy, because I've heard, but seen Tavon Austin. But I don't know, man, Ronbo. That's a tough choice because I mean, I've seen Tavon Austin, but I'm kind of I'll lean to Tavon Austin just because I've seen him play.
Yeah.
But I mean, Kyle and John Lynch are going to make the right choice, and but that's my take on that, Ronbo. So I mean, what do you think? You like Dante Pettis, Ronbo? Do you want to give him another chance after what you've seen from him and other receivers in the team?
I'll confess. My mock draft in 2018, Dante Pettis. I put him on there. I liked him. I said, get Pettis, get him, get him. I didn't know they would. Just my mock draft. Didn't come out. They traded up to get him. Get Pettis, and then he came in.
So you're
and he had a great rookie year. Yes, I've been his fan. But like I said, he bothered me last year. He was good in the first year, but last year, Dante, what's up, man? Come on, man. So you can't play cautious. You're a wide receiver. Come on. So Santana, hey.
So, but at the end of the day, Ronbo, if he earns a spot, it's great for him. But
there you go.
But that's my
gotta
take
like
on
him.
man.
If he makes the team, we gotta support him.
Yeah.
Santana, I'll see you Thursday, okay?
Sure, no doubt.
Yeah.
All right, man. You have a good one, man.
You too, fam.
Later, man.
Hey, night. T-Dot, hey, T-Dot. Steph said thanks. Steph, you're welcome. And she's going to take a sip with you. Put your cup up. Hey, to Steph's birthday. And we roll on over now, too. See, because Dante can get little love tonight. And I ain't going to get none now either, because Dollar Bill Will is on the phone. Will!
Whoa, what it do, man? I know what y'all talking about tonight.
Kim Busso Boutro says she's a Pettis fan, too, praying for him. Will, what's up, man?
Man, y'all better shout out to the previous callers, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all talking some facts. Shout out to my boy Tyler. He's spitting that real. Man, look. That stuff Jimmy G said today was PR.
I know he's so polite. Jimmy's just a nice guy. He ain't gonna throw none of his guys under the bus. If that was Cam Newton, yeah, Dante finally had a good day today. I've been waiting for him to come around for the last 2 years. Gosh, oh my God. That's why, what's that big dude, Benjamin, that went over to Buffalo? That's one of the reasons why Benjamin don't like him now. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Man. No, you good, man. Man, it's just PR. It's good. He's doing what he's doing out there on the field.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna be convinced until September. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna be convinced until week 1, week 2, week 3. That's the only way I'm gonna be convinced. If he can do this against the Cardinals or the Jets, the Giants, teams, literally our opposition.
See, Will, none of them teams you mentioned, they ain't got nobody who can cover Dante. Remember Xavier Rhodes over in Minnesota? The dude people was arguing with me. I said, man, I tell you what, watch Xavier Rhodes. He can't cover Dante. Sure enough, and I was a little embarrassed when I said that because I thought I bit off more than I could chew, right? And sure enough, Dante took Rhodes to the clinic. Yeah, Rhodes stayed with him a little bit, but Dante got loose for that touchdown. I said, look at Dante. That's what he was my dude. He made me mad last year, like with everybody else, though.
Man, I'm just not. That statement right there ain't gonna help me. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta see it when the season starts.
Yeah.
I just gotta see it.
And that's fair.
Pettis could have been doing this against the 3s or 2s at practice.
He probably
didn't do this.
It wasn't Richard Sherman. It wasn't Richard Sherman. No, he was out there with Jimmy.
Yeah.
He was out there with Jimmy, and then he went in the second. Kyle just made him go through the whole every last quarterback because Kyle's probably like us. What? Put him out there with Nick.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Dante, get back out here. Go work with CJ.
That's what I'm saying, man. He could have been doing all this stuff the day against the 2 and the 3. So I'm not going to be convinced with him showing out at practice. The only way I'm going to be convinced is when he do it on game day. That's the only way I'm going to jump on that Pettis train.
You know,
so that's it.
He had a couple of games last year. He won the game against the Steelers. He did good against the Rams.
He showed out against. He came through. I mean, but I need to see it every game. I mean, not just one particular game.
I agree.
Yeah, consistency. Yeah. So, but yeah, man. Quan Williams, man. I heard he got a sore calf. So,
3 weeks.
If he hasn't, I tell you something, Ronbo. I tell you something right now. Hey, y'all may think I'm crazy tonight, but Jason Verrett is making progress. I think he's getting his feet right back under him. So if Quan Williams is going to be out for the first few games, y'all may think I'm crazy, but I really believe that if Verrett earns a spot on that starting D, he's going to take that slot. Because you got to remember, he plays like corner when he was with the Chargers.
Yeah, I was getting ready to ask you because I didn't know he played the slot, and I thought his thing was on the edge. If he can, that would really be nice.
So I mean, like I say, Jimmy Ward already said. I mean, when you sign a contract, you got to do what it says in that contract.
Yeah.
So Ward ain't about to play no nickel. I mean, he gonna stay at free. He gonna stay free safety, and if Verrett earns a spot, he gonna play that corner. He gonna play that slot corner, and Mosley gonna play that right cornerback. Cause Spoon ain't winning that job. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I mean, today was the first day. Today was the first day he practiced with the ones.
Was he out there with the ones today?
That's what I heard. So I mean, out of all these past few days, he's just now getting with the ones. I mean, they just to be honest with you, I think they just went there to see what he could do against the ones. I really don't think he. So, like I said, Spoon and Pettis. I mean, like the previous caller said, they in that same boat. So I really do believe if Quan missed a few games, Rhett gonna get that corner. I mean that slot corner, and Mosley gonna get that right corner, and that's gonna be it. And Tar gonna play the strong, and Ward play the free safety. So I mean, cause Rhett making progress. I think he's coming back to himself. So I mean, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion, man.
It was kind of. I think that's before padded practice started. Kind of depressing, though, to see Aiyuk smoking. But then again, Aiyuk may be able to smoke a lot of defenders. So maybe there's no shame in that. But, yeah.
Man, I think Aiyuk is going to have an immediate impact like Debo did when he was a rookie.
And he's got that ability He's got that ability to shift gears, and that's what he did to Verrett. He's running downfield at one speed, and all of a sudden he hit fourth gear and left. And after Verrett said, whoa. Yeah. Oh, the ball's – Jimmy sailed that ball right over his shoulder, too, right into his hands, and that was it. That's one thing Jimmy's happy about, too. He's got a receiver now that can run deep routes, and he knows that element. So this is going to be interesting to see.
Oh yeah, man. And with Javon Kinlaw, man, I think Javon Kinlaw, he's fine. I mean, Laken Thompson ain't no pushover, man. I mean, he played really, really well this past season. I think when coming out of, I mean, he got to get adjusted. He got to adjust. Some rookie players come in and adjust. They adjust quicker than other rookies.
And Will, keep in mind, I think we got to go with, but keep in mind he didn't have no preseason. I'm not mad. Nobody should get mad at him. He came in and he needed some work before the season started for the speed and everything else. But he'll get better.
Well, once you get him up to speed and the season start, he got all stars on that that he's gonna be with on that line, and they gonna give him a hand. So he's gonna be all right. So he just got to adjust. That's all.
All right. We'll see you Thursday.
All right, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to my TNT fan, man. I'm player upon the Dre, Trey, Big Show, Russo, man. All them guys, man. Shout out to the Ronbo Sports Fan Club, Sheik, Jersey Joe, all them guys. Hey, man, San Francisco 49ers, Super Bowl 55, Tampa Bay, Florida. It will not be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It'll be the San Francisco 49ers versus to be announced. Fuck the Rams. That's Rudy. They lost and they broke. All right.
Thanks, Will. Have a good night, fam. No. Hey, if anybody sees Rudy, let me know because I miss him. Area code. Hey, 408. Hello.
Hello?
Yes. And what is your name?
Oh, my name is Tom.
Tom. Hey, Tom. Well, welcome to the program, Tom. What are you thinking tonight, Tom? You've been keeping an eye on the training sessions on the daily basis, and you probably
I don't
heard
know.
about Dante.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of people trash a guy who made it to the National Football League.
Yeah.
So
good. Well put, Tom. Picking on my boy Dante. It took a lot of work to get where he is today.
yeah.
Oh God. He has had his moments, but he's had some bad times too. You know, Tom, the thing is, if he wouldn't have been drafted, if the 49ers hadn't have drafted up to get him, I think he'd get a little more sympathy, you know.
Oh, totally. He's got skills. I think he's trying to work on his physical toughness, and that's what he's trying to show this year. So
yeah.
We'll see what he does when it comes to game time.
Yeah, he looks a little bigger. He's been working out, a few burgers here and there. So maybe going to In-N-Out and ordering the animal. I mean, Dante looks different. Looks like he's got an attitude about him. I mean, we're gonna see.
Oh yeah.
Hey, did the Lakers lose? What? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I saw someone in the chat. Lakers choked. Oh, Lakers. Okay. All right, but Tom, go ahead.
I'm paying more attention to the hockey games instead of the basketball games. So
every sport
what's going on.
We've been hungry for all this for like how many months, right? But okay. But what do you predict? Because Dante's in a situation now where the opportunity is there for him. The doors are open because you've lost a lot of guys, and Debo is not going to be back probably for at least 2 to 3 weeks, right? So there's Dante, and it is believed. Actually, Dion called it. Dante's one of them dudes, man. He didn't really think he's got no confidence in what Dion was trying to say. He's noticing that some good guys have went down. Here's my shot. I hope that's not what Dante's thinking. Tom, you got to believe in yourself. If you're going to play football at this level, you better come in there knowing you got game. So we're going to see if Dante keeps this up, because if he excels, the guy's got talent. I mean, he can run routes. We'll find out.
Well, if he excels, I think that's only going to push the rest of the room to try even harder for that spot. So
true.
We'll see how it goes come game time. I'm really interested to see if they go with the 2 tight end looks now that they brought in Jordan Reed.
Yes.
So,
promise you. Tyle's already talked about it.
All right.
You figure the way the 49ers are this year, with the 2 tight end sets and everything else we got on this team, it could get vicious as far as the offense goes.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how teams are going to stop him this year.
They're not. I don't know of a defense that can actually deal with Kyle Shanahan, with Jordan Reed and George Kittle. Jerick McKinnon, if he plays up anywhere near what Kyle thinks he's going to, and then you got Mostert. The run game is just ridiculous. I got Juszczyk out there doing Juszczyk. Don't call me, Tyler. I got Juszczyk out there running point. I mean, this team. And Trent Williams as my tackle. Jimmy's got all day to throw from that side safely now.
Oh, man, you got me salivating at the mouth just thinking about it all season.
That's it. And I just mentioned a couple of guys, so
Yeah.
But Tom, what else?
I don't know. This is going to be a fun season. That's all I know.
What's
if we
record
get to
gonna
have
be?
it.
14-2? 15-1?
Yeah, like 14. I'm saying like 13-3, 14-2. That kind of 12-4 is our floor.
Right. I agree. All right, fam. I tell you what. Let's see you Thursday after practice if you get a shot. All right.
Oh yeah, totally. I never called into your show before, Ronbo, but I've been listening to it for a while.
All right.
I like what you do.
Thanks. Thanks,
That's
Tom.
good work.
Thanks, Phil. All right. You have a great night.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later, Ronbo.
Looking forward. All right. And a pause for this cause. Jamal!
I knew it. Oh, man. And there he is, the voice of Niner Empire Radio. What's going on, man?
Jamal, these fun moments. Okay, yesterday, my boy, it was all about the KB show, right? Today, here comes Dante Pettis and getting all kind of love. I mean, every writer's writing about him. Saying, you know, they may have noticed days ago. You know, it's going to be tomorrow, don't you? Thursday, it's going to be, wait for it, Solomon Thomas has a sack, and he's not stoppable today. What could this be about? See, Jamal, this is the year for miracles. We get out of this pandemic shortly. The 49ers, we get to get crowds in the stadium by late September. The 49ers look unbeatable coming out of stretch, coming out of the gate at 11-0. And people start saying the 49ers look even more tougher than they did last year. It was anticipated that Jimmy G would probably look a lot better, and he does. Jimmy G is actually the top-rated quarterback in the NFL. Javon Kinlaw, the 49ers picked up after losing DeForest Buckner, is one of the most feared defensive. I know. He goes on and on, right? I said, oh, we didn't even see this coming, and we was already talking major smack. Where's that Seahawks fan in the chat room that always likes to mock me when I start talking crazy, using the word delusional on me? He's not here today, is he? Jamal, what do you think about Dante, though?
I'm thinking Dante needs to be consistent now to show what you did your rookie year. You show what you did because that dude got some sick ways. The way he do his route running is crazy. So let's see some more of it. We need to see that consistency out of him, and he got something to prove. So I'll be looking more and more into him.
Yes, indeed. And it's fair too. We gotta really be happy for Dante if he does do good things this year. He's not getting cut because he's on a rookie contract, and Kyle said I traded up to get him. I ain't throwing him away. So if he comes up large and in charge this year, Jamel, Mom would be happy as can be. I don't want to see. Oh, yes, Joseph Smiley. I don't want to see the wrong guy get cut. That's the only thing I have fear of.
Right. Wow, that man, you nailed it right there, man. Cause there's potential guys. The guys that's coming in. Oh my goodness! I'm stumped just like you. I don't know.
You know, Jauan Jennings ain't gonna get cut. I just don't believe that. And that was my biggest fear for one time. Because Jauan Jennings gonna beat out Dante? Are we gonna be keeping Dante and let Jennings go to another team and beat up on our butts? You know, so because when you pick up your guys, Debo and Aiyuk are already on the team. That's two spots you can't even think about. Most likely Kendrick Bourne and Trent Taylor on the team as well. The fifth guy, it should be Jennings. And if there's going to be a sixth man, there's going to be at least six. Let that be Dante's spot. Because Richie James, I hate to say it, but I mean, Richie, he's not as good as the rest of these guys I just mentioned, right?
Right.
Poindexter? Oh, well, probably not. And Jalen Hurd's already out. Yeah. I think I just picked the six guys, actually.
Maybe so. I just say, man, I just have to see. I don't know, man.
Wait.
It's competitive as it is already, so.
But I forgot one guy. One of those speedsters is going to make it. Jamel, either J.J. Nelson, Jaron Brown, or Tavon Austin. I still don't know. Is Kyle going to keep 7?
Oh, wow.
They expanded the roster this year, 2 players.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Then I can see that then. They spent around 2 more? Oh, yeah. I can see it in the way. Yeah.
For this pandemic, they should have expanded it about 4 more. But anyway, I think 2. You have to have a certain amount of offensive linemen, according to the agreement. And you can actually add a couple on game day, but they do have to be offensive linemen. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a tough call, Jay. I'm sorry. I'm reading the thing. Jamel, it's gonna be a tough call, man. I don't know. Jamel, what else did you notice today? Did you notice anything else about the session that you want to talk about?
No, I mean, pretty much it's everyone. I know, hey man, you know how I am, and in the Word of God, just stay in the Word, man. 'Cause He's a healer. He's your provider. He's your everything, man. I told y'all, man. Listen, He healed me of my blood sugar. And I'm gonna tell you that I'm gonna write in my blog, and I'll see an email about it. My blood sugar. I used to be on. I once had a colostomy bag. I was once on a feeder. I came a long way, my brother. Man, you wouldn't believe it. You're like, oh my God, no.
Right.
From that, from my wife leaving me to this, and look how I come. My relationship with JJ today. It's so rock solid, and you'd be like, ain't nothing but God. That's nothing but God, man. Everything's great. So, and faithful as ever to these boys.
I love it.
Yeah. Right. Yes, sir.
So, it looks like you got momentum going up. Looks like you're going to keep on rolling, too. All right.
I am. Oh, yeah.
All right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep an eye on that because I got all your stuff. I got to get into it and get back to you. But in the meantime, I'm going to see you Thursday if you get a shot. All right?
No, you got it. I'll be back Thursday.
All right, Jamel. You have a good night, man. All right.
All right, good night.
Night.
Yep.
And let's get on over here to Jay. If this is Jay in the big rig, this is going to be hilarious. Hey, Jay.
Ronbo.
Jay, this is just the subject because Jay, you're another guy that keeps it hardcore real, and you and Dion and several others, y'all do not have no soft spot for no millionaire football players.
you already know, Ronbo.
Because I'm in town to tell people, hey, look at Dante. Most people don't want to hear it. Ain't nobody said nothing good about Dante. Well, somewhat. But Jay, your feeling on the Dante appearance, he was a bleep on the radar all practice long.
Let me get an installment tonight,
Cheers. And now, we interrupt this program for Let Me Holler at You. Uh-oh.
All right, let me holler at the faithful tonight. Everybody calling up here knocking on Dante, man. I knocked on Dante in the past, but check this out. Dante did good his sophomore year. His rookie year. He had a sophomore slump, he got to find his way, just like any other player in the NFL. And I don't see how we all knocking Dante, but we call Jalen Hurd a superstar, and he talking about consistency in games. We seen Dante in a real game. We seen what he could do his rookie year.
True.
And then we talk about Dante doing this in practice while he going up against the second and third string. Well, Jalen Hurd had 2 touchdowns in a preseason game against second and third string. And we just swear he's a superstar. He can't even stay on the field. That's consistency. Come on, man.
That's the gospel truth.
Yeah. And y'all talking, and everybody, Jalen Hurd a superstar. We ain't gonna see Jalen Hurd for 3 years. So man, if he can't stay healthy, ain't no point. Like, I ain't like Jalen Hurts when we first got him. I wanted DK anyway. That went 5 picks before him.
You know, I was a huge DK Metcalf. I couldn't stop calling his name before that draft. You know, yeah, we were right.
And I'm going to say it like this. Dante, he's at least going to have 500 yards and 5 touchdowns this season. Y'all heard it first here. You know what I mean? Only thing Kyle need to do, he needs to do like he did Marquise when Marquise first came. All he did was let him run posts, flies, or deep routes. And use Dante for his strengths and not his weakness. You know what I mean? And he's going to show out. And it's about the name on the front of the jersey, not the back. So he a Niner. So long as he's showing up and not always injured and only played one preseason game, I got your back, Dante. And Dante got something to tell all y'all, you know what I mean, at the end of the season. Dante can be like, Dante, who? Back then, y'all didn't want me. Now I'm hot, y'all all on me.
And by the way, Jay's he's on speakerphone because he's on the truck, and we're not going to have him take his eyes off the road. But you know what, Jay, there's some perspective. That was the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Because that is true. Dante's already done things in the NFL against regular season opponents, whereas Jalen, he was awesome in that game against the Cowboys, but some of those guys didn't make the team. In fact, they may have got cut because Jalen was dragging them into the end zone.
All right. We going off of one game. He played in 2 years, talking about it like he's a star. Like, come on, like y'all talking about consistency. That ain't being consistent. He ain't even available. We knocked Dante because he had one bad year.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. I was definitely supporting Dante because I picked him up in my mock draft, so I never got on him too hard. But Jalen Hurts just seemed intriguing. But like you're saying though, he needs to be out to show out there and confirm all the beliefs we have in him before we go off on him. Because in that case, we don't have license to pick on Dante. Not if you.
Oh yeah, we've been watching football. I know a lot of like myself. I've been watching football about 22 years, playing football. Look how many players that come in with that hype and then disappear with that hype.
Because NFL, not for long. You know, it's like the Jauan. Somebody was asking, so what is your secret for staying in the league so long? Because players coming to the NFL, they know it ain't gonna be long. You got to get in there and if you get past a rookie contract and get paid, okay, you got it done. But like Solomon next year is looking at going back to work for an insurance company or something. Because see, his boy Solomon's she's got to show somebody something this year.
And just like Jalen, he got hurt twice in college. You know, he got hurt 2 years he had in the NFL.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
These guys going to be injured all the time.
At least Dante don't get hurt.
Well, no, Dante did get hurt though.
Well, it was a minor, but then on top of that, this is his third year. So only person should know the offense better than him, as far as our receivers, is Kendrick and probably Trent Taylor. Other than that, he should know this offense.
That's true. If he's been paying any attention.
Yeah.
Jay, as per usual, you got it, man. That was right on target. Hard as it was.
Already.
All right, fam. Jay, I'm going to see you Thursday, too. All right.
I appreciate what you do. You the best in the business, Ronbo.
Thanks, Jay.
Have a blessed night. Have a blessed night, faithful. And have a blessed night to the caller before me, too, man. God is definitely good.
Oh, yes, blessed. Indeed. Jamel.
Dante Pettis! Bang, bang, Pettis gang! Let's get it.
Night, Jay.
Already, have a blessed one.
I got a new yell now. Hey, you know what? During the course of the season, I got to remember that. If Pettis scores, that is the scream. Ooh la la. And Dante as loud as you can. Eric, hey, 301. Hello. Hello. 301.
Oh,
Yes. Who is this? Hello.
it's Daryl. What's up? What's up, Ronbo?
You say Daryl or Derek?
Yeah. What's
Wait,
going on, Ronbo?
Wait.
Not a
I don't
game.
want to get your name wrong. You say Daryl or Derek?
Yeah. Daryl.
Daryl. Hey, Daryl. Yeah, come on in, man.
What's going on, Nana?
man,
I love your platform. First of all, Ronbo,
thanks,
you're the best, Bill.
Thanks, Phil. Appreciate that.
I'm just saying, man, everybody worrying about what we doing on offense. Our D-line is the best.
Oh.
They worrying about Kinlaw. Don't worry about Kinlaw. Don't worry about Pettis. Whoever Shanny put in the offense, they're going to catch passes.
Yeah.
Jordan Reed, we don't need him. Jennings going to take his spot. Like you said the other night, he run routes filthy.
I enjoyed
As
that.
long as D4 healthy,
Yeah.
Bosa going to do his job. Trent Taylor going to do his job. Whoever we put in the offense, any receiver, they're going to shine in Shanahan offense.
Because that's what he does. He puts them in
That's what he
position to
do.
win. Yes.
It doesn't matter. We made Sanders look good. We made him look good.
Emmanuel's supposed to be a Pro Bowler. Hey, you know what you can say, though? Marquise Goodwin looked good for a while until he, started having them personal problems. So.
Right, he had to be personal problems. We need somebody consistent. But whoever Shanahan put in, if they dedicated to playing with the 49ers, Shanahan going to make them look good. It doesn't matter about the receivers.
Look at, and you know what, Daryl, you can look back at the Atlanta Falcons right now, who look like PP, and they can't do nothing because Shanahan left. You notice that?
Because he left. People want to come play with us now. Everybody, they want to be a 49er. Anything Shanahan put on offense, it's going to shine. It's
you hear
just
that?
about our defense.
Hey, where's Yannick? Hey, Yannick in the chat. Yannick. Man, Des Bryant don't want to come to no San Francisco. Des Bryant.
Everybody want to come to San Francisco.
Yes, of course Des Bryant wants to come. Heck, we've got retired players that want to come back, Daryl. You got Tito's begging Shanahan every year. Yes.
We created a fullback position, Ronbo.
It's truth. Truth.
Look
Everybody
at you,
knows.
Shaq. Man, they say he catching balls out there. They talking about Pettis was washed up, Pettis this and that. Man, long as if he get in that game, Shanahan gonna give him the call.
Oh, all right.
I'm not gonna go all Pettis. I'm going to whoever Jordan Reed. Jennings gonna knock him out because Jordan Reed gonna stay hurt. I live in Washington. I know Jordan Reed. I know the Redskins. Jennings he's young, he's strong, man. Jennings, Aiyuk, and when Debo get back, oh my God.
The yak attack.
The yak attack. We Ronbo. We unstoppable.
But I want to see.
I love your platform.
Thanks, man.
I'm not gonna take all your time, but they don't even understand. Long as we stay COVID free and we got depth, because we got depth. Anytime the boy Jordan is gonna free up Ford from staying hurt half the year, man, it's gonna be a mean blitz. Gold rush.
It's gonna be rough out there. Any defense that comes
Gold rush.
That's it. And we ain't giving you no change. It's gonna be the gold rush, and we coming back with the trophy.
Coming back.
Yes, number 6.
Man,
Stand up.
Your show, Ronbo.
Thanks, Gerald.
Yes.
Don't be a stranger, man. We're gonna go ahead and go then, and we'll see you Thursday if you get some time.
I ain't gonna be a stranger. I'm getting ready to see you some cash. Gold rush.
All right.
My man.
Thanks, Phil.
Trent Taylor looks good, too. Trent looking good. Yes.
Oh, this is a Super Bowl year, Phil.
All
right, Phil.
Love you.
Thanks,
bang,
Phil.
bang, Niner game.
There he is. Daryl talking like this. By the way, Anthony Wright, I didn't mean to talk about the Falcons. I have a lot of respect for Julio and the guys. And, I'm just saying, you guys have had a lot of trouble since Kyle left. All right, fam. I'll see you Thursday.
You hear, hey, Ronbo, but you hear what Kinlaw said today? He said Shanahan is a guru.
Oh, yeah. They know, boy. Shanahan's,
He's a guru.
he's going to change a team. He doesn't have losing's not an option with Shanahan. When he lost with us for the first couple of years, he was still building toward what we got right now. He was never go stay a loser, you know. So
Exactly.
yeah. All right. All right, Phil.
So we're gonna see.
All
Okay,
right.
I won't be a stranger.
All right.
I mean.
Looking forward. All right, Daryl. And let's go check out Krusty. Now, see, Krusty is, I don't expect any love. Krusty, come on in, because I know what you're going to say about my boy Dante Pettis.
Dante Pettis? Who's that? No, I'm just joking.
I got to send Dante a note today. Dante, I tried to defend your honor all night. You've got to come through this season, Dante. You've got to prove everybody misjudged you. Dante, you can do it. But Krusty, can he do it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think he can.
All right.
I actually think he can. Because if you actually think about it, his first year, Jimmy Garoppolo tore his ACL in the third game. And who did he play with? He played with Nick Mullins. Yep. So he got, he was out there and he got the practice reps and he got connection with Nick Mullins. Next year, Jimmy Garoppolo was the same thing, rehabbing his knee. Don't know how many reps he got with him. He hadn't got that connection. And hopefully this year he had a little bit more practice with Jimmy and he's able to do more. So I am going to give him a little bit of a chance because he didn't have much practice reps and stuff with Jimmy. Because if you think about it, his good rookie year, that was Nick Mullins throwing him the ball.
Yep.
That was not
Most
Jimmy.
of the time. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's right. Jimmy's 2017. Nick, he came 2018. That's right.
Yep.
And C.J. Beathard and Mullins. Yeah.
Right. So I'm thinking one more off season with Jimmy. Hopefully they get their connection and they're, Jalen Hurts tearing his knee. Sorry to say, it gives Dante a chance.
Ooh,
it really does.
Chris, I just realized something. No, he played one game. Well, he played 3 games, but he scored the first touchdown Jimmy threw in 2018. You remember that shot against the Minnesota Vikings, and then that was it.
Right.
I think.
So I'm thinking Dante's going to have a chance. I'm giving Dante a chance this year.
All right.
I think that he'll be okay,
Right.
But like everybody else is saying, we got to see it. But the one thing I'm worried about is, he always goes down with like soft tissue injuries and stuff like that. But this short amount of practice now, more people are going down faster and they're not getting the time to hit each other as much and whatnot. And I don't feel like they're going to be in real football shape when the season actually starts. So I think we're going to have lots of injuries this year. Everybody will, though. And what that one I was saying about Gerald McCoy's contract is true.
Whoa.
It really is true.
That's outrageous.
He came in with and they did a physical, and the only way the Cowboys would sign him, he had like severe tendonitis in his left, I think it was his right quad. They said, we'll sign you, but if anything happens to this, we're already saying, your guarantees go away, everything, and we waive you. And he tore it, and they just said, okay, it's in the contract. If this specific injury happens, you're waived, no guarantees anymore, and that's it. And it tore in camp, so he's right.
What a contract to be signing. I would have came back to the Cowboys later. I said, okay, well, you know what? Thanks, guys. Can I get maybe 48 hours or so? Can we leave that door open? I'll be back. I go look around. I can't sign this contract. Right. And lo and behold, he blows his quad. Oh, wow. Yep. That's hardcore. Well,
I was going to say, man, that defensive line for the Cowboys started to look good once Everson Griffin joined in, Gerald McCoy, but there's a blow to their defensive line already. The season hasn't even started.
Because it's the Cowboys, it's even more funny. I feel bad for Gerald McCoy, but the Cowboys, if they're struggling or having issues, that's funny.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, God. Yeah. Hey, you checked out Javon
I'll go
Kinlaw.
With Dante this year.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. I said I'll go with Dante this year. I'll give him a chance.
Right.
He's on one of the wide receivers I have chosen. I have the same ones as before, except for put Dante in there instead of Hurd. I still don't think Austin or Nelson or freaking Jauan Brown. And when I saw Jauan Brown, I was like, are we picking up all old Cardinal receivers or what? Because J.J. Nelson and him were on the Cardinals when freaking Arians was freaking coach.
I know. And Carson Palmer was launching them missiles that you had to track with radar. I mean, I used to get so mad because I said, what is our defense doing?
Are we going to trade for John Brown?
I know. This is. But I do like Nelson's speed. I like the fear being put in that secondary because I don't want to see that box get stacked again like I did in the Super Bowl. That was just ridiculous. There's no reason for that. You got to have some receiver that scares people a little bit. So Tavon Austin or Nelson. I'd like that.
Right.
Anyway. Hey, Krusty, we'll be back Thursday, see what develops. These days are fun, man, because yesterday it's Kendrick. Today it's, of all people, Dante. And I'm predicting a Solomon Thomas Thursday.
Hey, let's hope so.
I really do, man. God, Solomon, come on. All right, Krusty. Great stuff, fam. See you Thursday.
Yep. See you Thursday.
Oh, man. And, hey, Kevin.
Hey, Ronbo, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, Kevin.
Awesome. I got my headphones in. I'm around trucks right now. Hey, I just called in. I've been listening a little bit. I just got to say a few things. They just barely started getting to work. Injuries are going to happen. Injuries are going to happen in preseason. Injuries are going to happen in practice.
Oh, everywhere.
They don't always happen in the game. They don't always happen in the game. They're testing each other. They're figuring out who's going to be on the roster. They're figuring out who they want to be on the roster. Yeah, they miss. Sometimes you miss a player. Sometimes that player you wanted on the roster is going to make it. But as far as the receiver coach who got hurt, it's looking like it's going to be Debo, Aiyuk, Taylor, Bourne, and Pettis. And everybody got to be, Debo came out and did his shit, and Pettis hasn't done what Debo has done. But I believe Pettis, we got to worry about special teams too. Who's going to be returning the ball on special teams? We can use Pettis, or we can use Taylor on the stop return team. Who's going to return in the punt returns? We got to worry about special teams too. Out of all the running backs we have and all the receivers, who's gonna be the return specialist for return? All that. Who's not gonna fuck it up? Remember when we played the Giants and we had Ted Ginn Jr. and he was always our return man, but that one time we put what's his name out there on return, he for the punt, fumbled the Giants the championship game. What if we would have had Gannon out there? We have to worry about everything. Bourne is going to be a top 3 receiver. Aiyuk is going to be fighting for the number 1 job. With Samuel coming back, he's going to be fighting for the number 1 job. Pettis and Taylor, they're going to be our backups on wide receiver, I believe. And then we've got Jordan Reed. We're not trying to get Jordan Reed hurt during practice. We're not trying to get.
Nah, they're easing him in too. He might not be in until next week.
Yeah, because we just got Trent Williams from the Washington Redskins. And like I said, fighting his ass off for the Washington Redskins. Who have what has the Washington Redskins done in the past 5 years? They've been trying to fight forever. Trent Williams was there when Robert Griffin III was quarterback. He was trying to hold it down for Robert Griffin III. Washington, he's been holding him down for a team that's going nowhere right now. He's on a team that has so much potential. He's trying to get used to that. He's just like going from the Browns to the Patriots. You're trying to be used for losing and fighting your ass off and show skill and show that you need to be paid at all these ages to just go into a championship team that everybody else is clicking on the team. Try to get used to that, not having to pick up the slack for another player, not having to do this and do that. Trent Williams and Jordan Reed, they're both from Washington. They both played with each other.
Mm-hmm. They know each other. Yeah.
Jordan Reed, we're just trying to get him hurt before the season starts. We're trying to get him in shape and trying to show him that, hey, you have another tight end with you that's going to ball out with you. You have all these players that are going to ball out with you.
Yep.
You don't have to do it all on your own anymore.
No. And nobody does in Kyle Shanahan's offense. That's just the nature of Kyle's offense. That ball's going to get spread around. Yeah. So
Jimmy G still has weapons, even though Hurd got hurt. If Hurd didn't get hurt, I don't know how much longer they're going to get hurt on teams.
But Kevin, you know what though? You have to wonder how much time was Jalen going to. Jalen was way behind on a lot of things. He has to learn the offense, so he was going to play. Probably he had several plays that he'd come in on. But Jalen was going to be used for blocking and some specialty plays because he missed a whole year. So he's got But anyway, hey.
Yeah. So as far as getting the roster right, we already lost. We already lost the lineman, Sean Spencer, or whatever, for Buffalo Bills. He was a good lineman. He's tired. We've lost some players already, and we still, and in a way, I know that you look at them like the hurt, but
Kevin,
players already, but that
did you
brings
say
up the roster more.
Kevin, did you say you had some new headphones or something to get? Is that are you Bluetoothing? There's a very strange sound going on with you as well.
Okay, hold on. Let me take them off.
Okay, we're gonna.
Yeah. So,
Kevin.
So can you hear me better? Can you hear me better?
We're out of time now, though. So next time, maybe you want to do this. Okay? All right, Kevin. We'll see you Thursday after practice.
No, I'm just saying, the roster moves they've lost. They've lost an offensive lineman. They've lost Hurd. They've lost some players. They can free up that. They've already freed up some of that space. They can make opportunities of who they're going to sign But like I said, it's just barely started.
Yeah.
They have two preseason games that they're not even going to play because that's the rules now. They already canceled 2 preseason games. They got so much time to make moves.
That's true. Kevin, we really are out of time, though, because we're going to keep people waiting too long. But listen, we'll continue this on Thursday, okay? Appreciate you, fam.
Sounds good, man. Shout out to Ronbo Sports. Have a good night, man. And
Thanks,
I try to say what I ought to say, but you have a good night.
All right, fam. You can continue Thursday. No problem. All right, Kevin. Night, fam.
Okay. All right, night. Good night.
All right.
Love you. Bye.
Yeah, we good. It's going to be interesting to see, though, if the 49ers. Hey, and Daryl Edwards, I see you, man. Thanks, Daryl. And let me repeat it. This is because we still got to come up. Yesterday, I remember I said we got to come up. We got to move away from the 2013 team to the 2020 team, right? But who's got it better than us? Nobody! Bang, bang, Niners gang. Thanks, Gerald. Oh, man. Yesterday we had who can beat us? Nobody! And Thrive 90. Thanks, fam. Appreciate it. Who can beat us? I don't think is there ever going to be anything more catchier than who's got it better than us. Maybe that doesn't necessarily belong to the Harbaugh era. We can still use that, can't we? Because I don't know if anything can be better than that. That's JT.
Finally.
The JT has come back to Ronbo Sports.
In the building.
And JT, now, just to take away from Trey from VA, used to say, hey, Ronbo, it's been very cute and cuddly here tonight. I understand how you guys loving on Dante Pettis like there's a reason to love on him.
Hey.
Man. Trey, I know that's what you got to say.
On some real stuff, Ronbo Sports, It has been really cute and cuddly because you know what?
Oh my God!
What I echoed some weeks before to you, Ronbo, about the Dante Pettis train. Everybody seems like they're coming on board. I called it. Like,
for now, it may change
for
next
now,
week. Train may dump off.
Hey. But I was thinking about something while everybody was talking, while everybody was getting on board. There was a thought that crept in my brain because there was something that you said. What if we released the wrong guy?
Yeah, see that?
And then I thought, man, is he putting on a show because I don't want him to get hit and then remember why he had raptor arms, like, started playing like, I'm not trying to say anything, but like, I don't want to release the wrong guy.
It's scary. And we got so many.
Can the real Dante Pettis please stand up? That's my thing.
Yeah, and stay up. Yes.
Because here's the thing, Ronbo. If you're going to release a guy like, I don't know, like, who we got? Well, they're not going to release Jauan Jennings. I just don't see that.
See, that's everybody's biggest fear. Don't do it, Kyle. You know what? That's the only guy I worry about, but he's doing enough now to show that he is not cuttable. But all of a sudden, Dante's playing over his head because he used to be pretty good in practice anyway. But this year, it looks like Dante, they say he's only missed maybe 1 or 2 passes since practice started. I'm talking days ago. What's up with that?
But you
and
know
I know
what,
runners
Ronbo?
doing perfect passes.
I'm going to piggyback on what I said some weeks ago. I do believe in Dante Pettis. And I do believe this is going to be the year we're going to see part 2 of Dante's rookie season. You're going to see him flourish because why? Because right now he's got something to prove. He's on thin ice.
Real thin.
And if he doesn't do it now,
yes, paper thin.
If he doesn't do it now, Ronbo, then that's it. He's gone.
Because JT,
he's got to really stand up.
It was exactly because if you come in the league, you should come in a ball of fire. If you've got it, then you better show it now.
There was a reason why Kyle Shanahan picked him up and even traded up to get Dante Pettis in the second round. I remember.
You do that, it's a big risk. You know what? We have another player we traded up for that was a disaster. Hey, chat, trivia. The 49ers drafted up for what other disaster? And Dante's not exactly a disaster, but he's not what we expected. No, 2 other times. Can you name those people, JT?
Oh, I was thinking about that as you were saying that. Let me see. 2 other people that we drafted up. Kevin Garnett.
Hey, Trent Baalke made a lot of mistakes. No, stay within the Shanahan and Lynch era.
Oh, yeah, that running back, Joe Williams, was a bust.
There's one.
The quarterback we got, C.J. Beathard, as of so far, he's a bust. He hasn't showed nothing.
We did trade up for C.J., didn't we? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a trend here. Everybody the 49ers have traded up for. How about that? There was okay, I'll give you a hint. The third person, there may be more actually. The third person was on the phone with the Saints and hung the phone up on them to talk to Kyle Shanahan. Who is that man?
Oh, wait, hold on. I know that. Hold on a second. He hung up the phone on the Saints to come talk to shot. Oh, that was Reuben Foster.
Yes, you get a year's subscription to Popeye's Chicken.
Yeah.
Reuben, you know what? And right now the Saints are the fortunate ones that Reuben hung up on them. Oh, because Reuben would have been.
And I was just looking at Reuben Foster just came back from his injury and he's going. I guess he's
with Washington.
He's over there with Washington still. Yeah. And I'm glad because I think we don't we play Washington this year.
Yeah, we do. Oh.
Yeah, so we owe Mr. Ferrari, man. We owe him one, man, because I ain't too happy about that.
Boy, I tell you
And plus, you know,
first round pick.
I'm happy with Quan Alexander, Mr. Hype man. You know what I'm saying? He Mr. Hot Boy himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and you know, there's something else I want to
real
speak on.
Real quick, JT, because we're out of time.
Jason Verrett.
Yeah.
Jason Verrett, Ronbo.
Mm.
He's coming along, Ronbo. You know, he's coming along slow. He just got to get comfortable in the system.
Okay, listen. Let me ask you this. You can answer really quickly. Is he going to start next to Richard Sherman this year?
Not in the beginning, no.
Maybe. You know what? We'll see. JT, let me see it Thursday, and let's see what develops in camp between now and then.
Okay.
All right, man.
Hey, he'll come in after injury, but once he comes in, Ronbo,
he'll stay in.
He's going to be hungry. He's going to flourish.
There you go. It would be nice, because if somebody goes down, we're going to need him. All right. All right,
hey,
JT.
You heard it here first.
There you go. Have a great night, JT.
All right, thanks, Ronbo. Thanks for the platform.
Hey,
have a good night.
My pleasure, fam. You too.
Niner Empire.
Wouldn't it be funny, though, if indeed what he is predicting, JT predicted, because we've had that happen a couple times. Mosley came in because Spoon got hurt. What a blessing that was, because apparently Spoon was going to have that continue to happen. He lost it mentally. I still think Spoon physically can play this game. I just don't know what's going on in his head. Jay, why? Hey, Jay, come on in, Jay.
What's up, Ronbo?
Jay, man, we're looking at Dante Pettis as a potential star, and he was potentially a star in his rookie year. He just he couldn't take them NFL hits. Every time he got smacked, it took him a few minutes to get up, and sometimes he didn't even get up. They carried him off the field on that first one. He was out for 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, something like that. Because I was all excited about that. Look at Dante. Oh, but he's still hurt? And he's still hurt? It didn't look like he was seriously hurt. Dante Pettis has got a bruised kneecap. Oh, man. So, you know, this year, Dante's gained a little size. He really did. I saw him in that photo. Look at Dante. The coaches told him when he left last season, Dante, you need to put on some size, all right? And let's come back out here and start to at least look a little bit like a second-round pick. You know, you can't, because he's coming in this year. It looks like Dante's not had any misses this year. Everything they throw, he's like a vacuum cleaner out there. So Jay, are you on I'm this close to, you know how I do. Players that people get tired of, I usually like get them under. I say, look, I'm gonna get this dude and I'm gonna promote him. I'm almost gonna put Dante on the all Ronbo team. Is that a good idea?
No, that is not a good idea. Dante is like that old shirt that men do not want to get rid of in their closet. He's just sitting there. They like, he's going to be something. He's going to be something. But, man, just call it what it is, man. He ain't going to be nothing. And, I mean, if you prove me wrong, so be it. But right now, he hasn't proved me anything for me to just be like, oh.
Jay, you know, let me ask you this. You know that I love your analogy about that old shirt, because all of us have shirts in the closet that for some reason we won't get rid of it because we probably paid too much for it, but you don't want to wear it.
Exactly.
You know, and here's the thing: if you need to post up, Jay, you got Twitter or any social media?
I got Twitter.
Listen, you should post that shirt up. Post a photo of that shirt up that you never wear, that you've been looking at. It's been in the closet forever. You can't throw it away. If Dante has a good year, you will wear that shirt and post yourself up in it. And listen, and Jay, you can't post it up putting it on in your house. You have to be out in public somewhere.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Yeah, no.
That's pressure. See, now, just to add to the fun of it, you know. But yeah.
Hey, if he do that, hey, I need to wear the shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
He has to prove me wrong. And I will come on the show and admit I was wrong. But as today, we talking about practice. Like Allen Iverson said, we're talking about practice, man. You gotta prove this day in and day out on the field, week in, week in. You know what I'm saying? Every game he play, he needs to show up. You know what I'm saying? He's get
And
a
he's
few
got that
catches,
kind of
you
talent.
know.
He should be a
He
game
does.
changer. Yeah,
And
he
that's
is.
why
Yeah.
Ronbo, and that's why I'm upset about Dante. We wasted a second round pick on a guy that he ain't producing on the field. You know what I'm saying? So of course I want my man I want him to produce on the field, but if the man ain't producing, bring some more weapons on the field and let them get a shot. You know what I'm saying? He had his shot. Just like the other caller said, he should know the playbook like the back of his hand, and you should be out there making plays. And he does make. He has that flash where
He'll suddenly come out of nowhere
he's
and make a
good enough to
brilliant
be a
play.
second-round pick, and then he disappeared. You know what I'm saying? So
You know,
that's
he's
what
in
I'm saying.
But Jay, he's in trouble though, because when you got Debo comes back and makes it even more rough. But I think Aiyuk is going to get Kyle's attention. Aiyuk's probably going to start. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be
And what I've
Kendrick.
been hearing about Aiyuk, man, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what Kyle is drafting these receivers. He's been drafting receivers. Jennings been out there catching the ball. If Jennings keep doing what he's gonna be doing, Dante ain't got a prayer to be on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know.
come on, man. That's what I'm saying. We want dogs on the field. We don't need no cats out there, not dropping passes, getting hit, and then just
And scared to run route across the middle.
disappearing.
Yeah, you get, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be.
Yeah, that's what
right
I'm
now,
saying.
Yeah, because starting it's going to be Taylor in the slot. Dante's not going to beat him out of that spot. And yeah, so it's Taylor in the slot, Bourne on one side, and Yannick most likely, I'm thinking,
Correct.
on the other side, right?
You see, you naming all these receivers, and you thinking Dante gonna beat these dudes out?
I don't see that's
Come on,
I know,
that's what
right?
I'm saying, man.
So Dante's going to have to work his way back in. When Kyle's going to call him here and there, because remember last year, after the Cincinnati game, somebody says, Kyle, Dante Pettis only reported into the game twice. Oh, well, that was my fault, in that I'll see to that doesn't happen again. But even then, I think Kyle saw something he didn't like about Dante. I don't know what it was, though. That was early.
And you know, the only thing that bothers me about Kyle is on this incident alone. You so quick to pull the pin off of Matt Breida, but don't pull the pin off of Dante. You know what I'm saying? He needs to be cut. He needs to be gone.
Yeah, that's what he just told Matty big
you know,
tonight.
Witherspoon, you know what I'm saying? Dude, just start getting rid of these players who ain't producing. That's all I'm saying. Get rid of. Okay, we wasted the number one pick. We wasted a draft pick. Okay, it's been 3 years, 4 years. These dudes ain't producing. Let's get rid of them.
That's it.
Start
Is it-
from
you-
scratch.
you-
That's it.
We got to go, Jay, but you remind me of Trez with that. Trez gives every player 3 years. If he can't do nothing after 3 years, even his boy, Solomon T. Trez was ready to get rid of him last year, and Trez was in love with Solomon T for that draft.
That's what I'm saying.
But I agree.
You got to.
Jay, I'm gonna
Thank
see
you,
you.
Ronbo.
I'm gonna see you Thursday, fam. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Ronbo. Appreciate you.
My pleasure. Appreciate you, fam. Night.
night.
And Trez, I know Trez, and remember that year, I'll never forget it. 2017, y'all argued me into the dirt. I said I don't want no Solomon T. And y'all said I was a fool and didn't know what I was talking about. I ain't bitter about it, though, because, you know. Salvador!
RONBO, red and gold radio. Ronbo. Miss that app, man.
Sal, you're feeling good tonight, are you? Boy, I'm telling you, man. Sal, are you a Dante Pettis fan? I don't remember you saying anything good or bad about him. What is your position on the Dante train? I'm about to add him. I'm about to put him on the train. I should probably wait. But what do you think? Did we lose Sal? Salvador. Salvador. We got to get Sal back because he was waiting for a long time. Hey, Sal. Oh, no. Did we lose our boy, Sal? Or did Sal's phone run out of battery or something like that? Hey, let me remind you, too, you can also call on your landline, same toll-free number, you know. So if you get a chance, landlines don't run out of batteries. And always the sound quality is really good. Sal? Okay. Yeah. You got to work Yannick. Yannick is that dude who talking about Dez don't want to play for no 49ers. Come on, man. Everybody wants to play for 49ers. Yannick, you want to play for the 49ers. Hey, Jabroni. Jim Brony. I ain't talked to Jim Brony in a long time. Jim Brony. Is our phone, is it having problems? Is everybody gone? Jim Brony. Jim Brony. Okay. So, anyway, yeah, Sal, yeah, I was, call back now because we just had John, and yeah. Otherwise, I got to keep working on Yannick Bird. Can't believe he said that.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear?
Hey, I'm back. Yeah. I don't know what happened, Rob. I was putting in my headphones and then I just heard the click.
Cut off. Yeah.
I was like, son of a.
So you know what? This system sometimes it can go nuts. It wipes people out off the phone sometimes. Actually, we talked to them. It's not happening as bad lately, I noticed. But Sal, go ahead, man. Amplify on why you are a huge Dante Pettis fan.
Well, don't stick that on me yet, Ronbo. I'm not a huge fan, but I am a Niners supporter. Anybody that laces up for my Niners, I'm always going to go for them. I don't think they signed a player or like drafted a player where I'm like, what the fuck are you doing on the team? Not yet. I haven't been like that yet. That's not my type of personality.
But honestly, tell the truth though. After they got with us for a few weeks or months or a year or so, did you ever say that after they're that though? I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Because you know what? You sound like the kind of a fan that this team needs. Don't ruin it. Sal, go ahead.
Well, I was real happy when because I was at work again. So I saw the reports coming in that Dante Pettis was one of the best receivers out there today, which is shocking to me, but it's a good thing because hopefully he's breaking out of his comfort zone or whatever it is, his slump, and maybe he is using these fans' critique as fuel, and he's just like putting in that extra work. So he's showing up, Ronbo, and it's good. Or maybe it's just clicked internally. He's seeing all these wide receivers go down, and it's just clicking for him now. He knows that he needs to step up.
But Sal, you got to give yourself credit because here's the thing. I do sincerely believe that J-Dub, Jimmy Ward, he got better due to the ridicule he took on a constant basis. The boy couldn't open up his social media without somebody saying something nasty to him. Look, because we could work I think we could work players like no other fan base. Look at Jalen Hurd. He had to take his Instagram down. The attacks were vicious. And Dante, he just got, Sal, they just beat him up. I never said Dante was blocking people right and left. Eric Armstead's a better football player for it. Eric would get in there and mix it up with people on social media.
Yeah, I remember that too. He was fighting with reporters, huh?
Everybody. Yeah, what's his name? The dude worked in the same gym as Eric worked out in. That's bold. Oh, God, man. But you got to be. We're inspiring people, so we can actually take some credit for making some of these guys better ball players. Not me, because I don't be doing that, but
Well, Ronbo, you need all the credit in the world because you hang on to these guys. You put them on the Ronbo team.
I do.
You you give them, or maybe it is good luck because you started the J-Dub bunch?
The J-Dub bus
last year.
Yep.
Yeah, and I told you I wasn't gonna sign up until he made the team and whatever, but I let my ticket go and I just watched the train go along. But J-Dub, Eric Armstead, yeah, they're slow developers, Ronbo, and that's where I think Solomon Thomas is gonna lie.
Could be.
This is his fourth year. This needs to be his breakout year because I don't think we picked up his fifth-year option.
We didn't.
So he's gonna. Yeah, this is it for him. If he doesn't, show up with 6 sacks, at least some productivity, consistent play, He's done.
Yeah.
That first draft class, it's all about the late round picks because we didn't hit with Solomon Thomas or Reuben Foster. Who else was in there? Akila Witherspoon, C.J. Beathard, Joe Williams, Peter Tamapinu, George Kittle. I mean, we hit with George Kittle
we hit a home run
and
with
DJ
George.
Jones. I think that's it.
And
I think that was it.
I think Trent Taylor could be considered that. But let's see what he looks like.
Yeah,
this
there you
year.
go. Yeah,
he gets
Trent
hurt,
Taylor. Yep.
But still. Yeah. 3 out
Yeah.
of
in that first draft class, it was our later round picks that hit. The second draft class was much improved. So that's good.
And in this past year, man, we may have hit the mother load. If Javon Kinlaw works out, man, I tell you, man, it's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah. Let me talk about Kinlaw real quick. So Grant Cohn's saying that he is not developed as much, and he's just using pure. He only has one move. He has a bull rush, and I thought it was pretty. Yeah, power. I thought it was pretty funny that in his presser, he acknowledged that. He said, something about, I know I'm not the best, or I know I was going to have some trouble. But he said he's strictly going to work on his bull rush until he perfects it because he knows what his bull rush could do. So Grant Cohn, he's going to keep on reporting how Javon Kinlaw's not improving, how he's just bull rushing Lincoln Tomlinson. He's getting stonewalled. But he said it himself. He's going to work on his power move because that's what he knows what to do. Once he perfects that power move, because he said it's dominant, then he's going to start working on the other moves.
And Sal,
so that defensive line's going to be dominant.
He's got to get that. You know what? Once he gets that pad level down, there exists no human being that's going to be able to stop him. Because he said that Tomlinson had my pad level was up too high. Tomlinson had his head in my sternum.
Yeah.
And this is what it takes. You got to get down.
Yeah, I think he's anchoring down. I don't even see no footage on on the reps, but from what he's explaining, he's anchoring down and he's just using leverage or whatever it is against them.
Yeah.
So that's where the swim moves and the arm swipes and a lot of the other technical stuff will come
Big
around.
And strong as he is, Sal, can you see a swim move? The offensive lineman, God damn, I think it's broke. Because if he undercuts and that would be a vicious. He'll get it. I know Kasork's gonna work him. So.
Yeah, did you get? I haven't seen anything, but did you see anything about the Bosa Trent Williams battle today?
No report on it today. I was looking all over for it. They're not gonna give us a blow by blow, but I really want to know. They should though.
Yeah. I'll try to get out of here, but I just want our guys to just keep on practicing, getting better, and stay healthy at the end of the day.
That's all we can ask.
Stay healthy and ready for week one. I think week one's like less than 4 weeks away, something like that.
We're at the end. We got 1.5 weeks left in this, so yeah. All right, Sal. Yeah. Good stuff, man.
All right, Ronbo. Well, you take care. Are you going to be here tomorrow? I've been trying to get in after
Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow's the guys are off. I'll be back Thursday though.
Yeah, for sure. I'll try to get in. I'm working real late right now, so your show starts. I'm still on the road working. So, but I'm happy to catch you when I get home and stuff. I know I'm the last caller today, so I'll get out of here, Ronbo.
You're a coolant expert, right? So you could actually while whomever hired you out, you could they're not watching, you could go ahead and make a phone call. Unless you're on a tight schedule.
No, I definitely put you on my headphones, even though I don't call in all the time. I'm definitely listening to to you all the time.
Appreciate you, Sal.
Keep you running with me, Rombo.
You
too, Rombo.
I like hanging out too.
Shout out to all my faithful. I've been in the chat all night, Rombo, and I'm talking to my 559 faithful. So I love all those guys in there.
Yeah, I saw that connection yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the Valley. Let's paint this fucking town red and gold, baby. Everybody in Fresno, let's go. Fly your flags. Bang, bang, Niner game all day. Let's go.
All right.
Show these Raider fans, these Cowboy fans, what's up.
Lights out.
Good night, Rombo. You have a good one.
You too. And let's see. It says Nafitz. Is that right? Nafiz. How do I pronounce this name? Hello?
Ronbo, what's up, man? Yes, Nafiz. How you doing?
Nafiz. Hey, Nafiz, man, we're just having fun tonight because anytime Dante Pettis or Solomon Thomas or Akella Witherspoon if the reports on them is good, it's a day of celebration. These guys have been having problems for how long? So, you know.
Yeah, man, I'm pumped about that. I really came on, though, because I needed to get your take on somebody who's a little bit more under the radar. I wanted to get your take on Sean Poindexter and get your prediction if he makes the 53-man roster as a surprise.
That would be indeed a surprise, Nafis. You know what? The thing about this room is it's such a fantastic array of talents. Sean is going to be that guy that I think he's going to be on speed dial for the coaches because we haven't seen enough of him. He got hurt last year, but he's got great size. Nafis, I'm not sure about his speed. I don't know how fast he can run, but he's one of those guys that could probably win at the peak of the leap, right? So, but you got to deal with, look at the guys. You look at Debo, you look at his ex-teammate. Didn't I think him and, what's that? I forgot his name all of a sudden. Anyway, Brandon Aiyuk, right? They were teammates, I think, at one point, right?
Yeah, I don't know if they were teammates, and I just started doing the math in my head on who are going to be the potential six that the Niners are going to keep. But when you got Debo, you got Aiyuk, I think Pettis is going to make it. Then you got Taylor. I don't know if Jennings makes it, but that leaves, 2 spots left.
Well, you should probably put Bourne. You should probably put Kendrick in there. So that means actually.
Yeah, Kendrick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really tough. And there's no way to say no, because we got to hear about him in practice at least a couple of times. We've not heard anything about him just yet. So maybe, I thought I heard him make a play the other day, but we'll find out.
I don't know. Well, that's all I really wanted to ask him.
Yeah, so you're a Poindexter fan, are you?
Well, I just saw that one preseason game last year, and I don't remember who it was against. And I thought he looked pretty good last year in the one game that I saw him in. So I was like, he's tall, big. I thought he had potential there. So
he probably does. They brought him in. They don't bring players in unless they think they've got a shot normally. So yeah, and especially him being that just coming out of school. So yeah, if he makes a team, it will be because he is that good. We'll find out. All right.
Well, thank you very much, Ronbo. You have a good night, man.
My pleasure, fam. Have a good night too.
Take care. Bye.
All right.
Okay.
Fernando. We got a Chiefs fan that thinks Jimmy G's on thin ice. I love it. Yeah, one thing about the Chiefs, I guess they won the Super Bowl, so they have a right to talk like they do, but they should know that they only won that game because, never mind, let me get started on that. Fernando, and by the way, Jimmy G outplayed Mahomes for 3 quarters. Just remember that, Chiefs fan. And by the way, your boy also had 2 INTs, too. He didn't play no flawless game. That's by any stretch of the imagination. Talk about my
Did you want to go, babe, or not?
Hey, Fernando!
Hello?
Yes, Fernando. Come on in, man.
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Hey, Fernando, doing great, man. We're sitting back here just laughing and clowning about Dante Pettis doing really well all of a sudden because Fernando, as you know, Dante has been everybody's whipping boy, man. We've been just beating him up like crazy. So, all of a sudden he's looking like decent,
Yeah. I think just time. I know Kyle doesn't give him that much time, and I know he gives up on his players after they don't learn, but I think sometimes it's just mentally, right? If you think about it, a lot of these guys, it's all mental games. If they get their hopes down, then they don't play well. So I think, and then they get at the bottom of the depth chart, and then it's like no turning back.
I know, right? That is true about Kyle. Remember Matty B standing on the sideline? He knew he was not going to get another shot,
Wrong. He was my fantasy stud the year before then, and all of a sudden he went ghost.
I know. That's because Kyle wouldn't let him in the game. And even and Dante, same thing last year. One thing you can always know when somebody's in Kyle's doghouse, they will not get in the game. Ooh, they will not get in the game.
For weeks.
Actually, you know what? I just realized something too. Mostert, at the beginning of the year, remember we played the Steelers and he had that fumble?
Mm-hmm.
He was
and he
out.
kicked him out. He put him back on special teams.
Yes, and Matty B got hurt And so he was forced to play Mostert, and Mostert comes in and dials it up, and he ain't been looking back since. You can get another chance, but when you get that second chance, boy, you better make good of it. Well, that's it for you.
Yep. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But I have faith in the team. I'm kind of excited. You know who I kind of want to make the team? I want Coleman to stick around, and also Jeff Wilson, and I'm also looking for and then McKinnon. I have a feeling McKinnon's going to blow up. He's going to be. I think he might do as close as Mostert, I believe, on the not on the run game, but more on the pass game.
Yeah, he's that guy. He's that guy that's going to mutilate people West Coast offense style. Most is going to be that guy running between the tackles. Most is working on his pass game too, though. So we could be West Coast offensive people all day. Because if you could get that running back out into space, it's an advantage. And now those guys are stacking up the box. They got to back up. It just makes everything right. You got play action going as well. Now the options just spread out like buckshot. I got George Kittle. I got Jordan Reed. We're throwing a two tight ends pass. I got the 2-2 offense, right? And that already creates a mismatch on every level. Jerick McKinnon is right there. I could hit him.
Yep.
Most of it is lined up as if he is the running back. I still got juice in the game somewhere in the field somehow. The options are endless, Fernando. Kyle Shanahan, too.
Yep.
So
it's going to be exciting to watch the two-headed monsters, Reed. And if Reed is healthy, it's going to be dominant.
Okay. Fernando, you look at defense because I'm a Chiefs fan, and that's me. So who you got to cover Tyreek Hill? You know, Fernando, we covered Tyreek Hill for 3 quarters. See, this is the thing. We made a mistake. It's the only reason why Tyreek Hill got open. Does our secondary, do you mature as a secondary after 1 year? What do you think the secondary is going to look like this year? Because they made mistakes last year that I'll bet you we don't see one time this year. What do you think?
Yeah, I honestly, I think the competition at the secondary. I think Tart's a stud. Ward's a stud. I think Richard Sherman he'll still get his, but not on man, but on zone he's good. But I think the right side's where it's gonna be the big battle with a Kilo. I think Jason Verrett should retire. I was reading stuff on the news that he got.
I know.
Yeah. I was like, come on, man. So I think it's between a Kilo, Witherspoon, and Mosley to get that right spot. But I have a feeling that because you know how the COVID's going on and the drafting, I think they might try to trade for a cornerback if nothing goes well for the right side.
You know, it's so funny though. You never really see anybody trade for a defender in the middle of the season. So next year,
there's just. Because the thing is, the scouting and all the having time trying to scout and then drafting and going out. Because, there might not be like a college football season. Yeah. So I have a feeling maybe like give up like a 5th round or trade someone that it's a headache on another team that, once not happy, then I think they'll pull the trigger.
God, you bring up a good point too, Fernando. Because the 49ers don't have any money because the team's too stacked now. It's expensive to have a team like they have right now.
Correct.
You want to rely on the draft, and the 49ers have become damn good at drafting. I don't know that there's a cornerback you can actually get for cheap. Logan is talking about, look, I got to get paid, and he still hasn't got – Logan's going into almost the season's about to start, and nobody's paying him because he screwed up last year is what he did, and he's a liability.
Yep.
Against the Titans. That was him that gave that game away to beat Patrick and his Mahomes. So,
you're right.
Yeah, it's hard to get a cornerback that is going to cost a fortune. And you know what happens a lot, Fernando? A lot of times cornerbacks come over from another team. They don't look the same in another defense as they did in the defense they were in, except like Richard Sherman, who ended up coming to a defense that he was already in. So if they put Richard Sherman in a different defense, like you were saying, man defense or something like that, he might not look so immortal,
Yep.
So.
You're right.
Cool, and the Rams can't pay. What's that? Jalen Ramsey? The Rams don't have any money to pay Jalen Ramsey. I don't know what they're telling him.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, you're right. But I don't think because I know Jalen Ramsey is going to be in the top, maybe 25 to 27 million easily. I think he's going to ask for that kind of contract. I have a feeling. But I don't think Rams can acquire that kind of money.
I tell you, that's why it's funny to watch them flailing around trying to put together a team and they got no cash, sending out IOUs. I said Todd Gurley has threatened them to take him to court. they owe him money. Oh!
That's funny. He's got to pay the man his money. Like KGV from the Rounders says, pay the man his money.
Send a hitman over there to talk to him. Hey.
Yeah.
Psst. Yeah. Who are you?
Cool.
Don't worry about who I am.
Who am I?
I'm pretending I'm a hitman. The guy that Jalen Ramsey sends over, because Jalen can afford to send a hitman over to talk to him, right?
Right.
Hey, psst. Yeah.
That's funny.
Who are you?
Cool.
It don't matter who I am, man.
Right.
I'm here to collect. I'm here. Jalen Ramsey said, you pay me now or I got to break something.
Right?
Hey, Fernando, hey, let me see you Thursday, okay?
Yes. All right, brother, I'll be back.
Right,
First time calling, I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, I thought so, Fernando. All right, fam, appreciate you.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
Fernando from Fremont representing.
Hey, Sal. Hey, Sal. Oh, no, you're not Fresno, Fremont. Fremont's just outside of Oakland.
Fremont.
That's right. Yeah. All right. Good to meet you,
Bay.
fam. That's right. All
All right,
right,
brother.
fam.
Take
Good
care.
night. And I see 406 MT.
No, I'm the caller.
Hey, Ronbo, it's Brian. 49er Brian.
49er Brian? All right.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. I haven't talked to you forever. How are you?
It's great now, especially, you look at what happened last year, and, the thing about everybody talking about the team will never rebound from this. I don't understand. This team is not only going to rebound, but they're stronger now than they probably were last year when you look at it from top to bottom. So, but Brian, what are your assessments on what's going on now? And especially Dante Pettis, who's got everybody laughing about how great he's looking.
Well, I'm not a Dante Pettis fan at all. You know that.
He doesn't have any fans. I mean, everybody's got to adopt him now. Oh.
Yeah, and you know how I feel about Jimmy Ward still. I'm not a fan of his either. So,
I'm putting Dante on the Ronbo all Ronbo team. You know that, don't you?
You know what I'm shocked? You know what I'm shocked about is I haven't heard you talk about your boy Kendrick Bourne much tonight.
I talked about him yesterday to the point that I must have made people tired. I didn't want to say too much about him tonight.
No, I hear he's been tearing it up too.
Oh, he's been doing well. Yeah.
I think Kendrick's going to have a really good year too.
I do too.
That's what I'm looking forward to seeing.
Oh,
I've been watching his little videos on YouTube, and he's been doing a lot of lifting and training, and he's all crazy about it. So I think he's going to be amazing this year. Fun to watch.
Oh, and now he seems even more confident than before. He's even developed some leadership qualities. Have you noticed that? I mean, Kendrick's out there.
Yeah.
Those videos where he was running the rookies through the ropes. I was like, look at Kendrick, man. He's out here instructing and advising and telling guys what they're doing wrong, looking a little disturbed because they did something wrong. Because here's a guy that's always smiling, Brian. I mean, what is that? What is that? You, Kendrick?
Like our boy Kittle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna talk some shit to my homie on the chat here.
You seen him?
Isn't
he
Chief
special?
Boy. Hey, you know, Kittle is 20 times better than your punk Kelsey. So take that to the bank, you little punk.
Amen.
Yeah.
He's got no business getting paid the same amount of money.
Kittle?
Yeah.
Well, one Super Bowl. Yeah, we'll have that here in a few months. So keep talking your trash on our chat there, boy.
Unreal. Kittle. And Kelsey knows when he got his feelings hurt that night when George took the record. All right? And all year long. And let's talk about how well Kelsey can block compared to George Kittle. We're talking about do they even have a run game in Kansas City?
I think Kelsey's one hit away from retirement. What are you talking about, right?
That's it. One-dimensional tight end. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, he don't do nothing. Yeah. Yeah. So I can't. God, I'm so looking forward to football this year. I just hope everybody stays healthy. But I'm really bummed about Jalen too. That really was a heart sinker for me the other day because I was looking forward to see him tear it up too.
Everybody was.
So.
Yeah,
But Mr. Meow Meow, hey, I'm happy for Mr. Meow Meow if he gets it together and I'll be pulling for him. Like one of the brothers said before, I root for all our guys in red and gold,
Yeah.
But
that was Sal.
When the chips are down on them, the chips are down on them. It's a business, so you got to show up to play.
We have a right though, since it's all about love, and we even Solomon Thomas. I talk about him because I didn't want him that night of the draft, but I grew to love him, and I'm still rooting for him. And I hope because if he does well, the team does well, right? We're not going that far.
Yeah, you just wait. Like, what if Solomon Thomas makes one of the plays of the year, and then we all have to turn around and eat crow because of that?
I'd love to eat crow.
It might happen.
Yeah, I'll put my favorite pesto sauce in there and enjoy it. And Brian, do you remember in his rookie year when he was on, the rookie of the week? Solomon made that about 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah. He has potential. I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe he just, he saw these other players that were stepping up above him and he just kind of took a back seat, Some guys do that. Yeah. So, but I'm so I just can't wait to see Kinlaw either. I'm so pumped to see that guy.
I know, right?
Oh,
he's got some things he wants to learn.
Yeah,
he's a lovable big kid, though. Did you see that press conference today? That was pretty funny.
Yeah, yeah. Have you heard anything on Trent Williams? What the deal is with him getting in trouble? I heard something like
driving at 125 miles an hour. He says it was his brother.
Yeah. Hopefully he's not in big trouble. I hope.
Yeah, no.
We need him. We need him to protect Jimmy.
It's true.
So,
Brian, when you make as much money as Trent Williams, even if you're driving a Ferrari at that speed or whatever you're driving, you can afford you can afford the fine, whatever it is. He says his brother was driving the car, though.
Man. Well, hopefully he wasn't on Highway 9 or something, because that's crazy going that fast on that highway, Jesus.
There's something about the mentality of an athlete. They'll be doing things like that, though. I'm glad he wasn't on a motorcycle. Yeah. That's the thing that's scary. If I owned a team and my players, I found out one guy is into motorcycles, I'd let him know, listen, I'm going to send a truck over to pick up your motorcycle. Here's what you need to understand. It's not complete freedom here.
Burger.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm sorry. Amendments be damned. I pay you X amount of millions a year. You will do as I ask. And that's not negotiable.
They can put governors on motors and stuff. Don't let them go over 65 or whatever on vehicles.
And then he won't want to ride it, right? Yeah. No.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
He'll have to get a moped or some shit.
People jogging down the street faster than you can ride that motorcycle, okay? You can't get hurt now.
Yeah, that's right. We need you on the field all year, Bubba. Sorry.
That's it. God.
Hey, all right.
Brian,
well, good talking to you, sir. I'm glad you're well.
Hey, I'm glad to hear you're doing all right. Brian, hey, don't be a stranger, Brian. Get on back here. I'll talk to you later, okay?
I will. All right. You take care, Rombo, and I love the 49er fam. You guys have a good night.
You too, Brian. Night, fam.
Bye.
Oh, God. Another fun night. So, fam, anyway, the 49ers are going to take tomorrow night off. Tomorrow. They're going to take tomorrow night off for sure. But they're going to take tomorrow off. So we're going to take a day off. And we'll see you Thursday to see what develops next. I'm still rooting for Solomon Thomas. It's a Solomon Thomas Thursday. Come on, Sully! God. Can it be? Travis, I still blame you for this. You, as Sheik was in on that train, too. What else was working to me about Solomon Thomas? I think only Trez and I. No! Trez was on. Trez was the engineer of that train. It was Trey and I that knew that Solomon Thomas had no point in being on this team. I know. What did I just say? I said, once they become a member of the family, do not treat him badly. He is the black sheep of the family, and I still have to love him as I love the rest of the 49ers. Go Sully. Go Sully. I'm still wondering, though, should I go ahead and put Dante Pettis on the all-Ronbo team? It's a risk. Kello Witherspoon is the only guy that's riding on the train right now that is not waving out the windows at the droves of fans. I'm not giving up on him. We'll see. Fam, I'll see you Thursday. Fam, oh, hit that like before we leave, fam. You know I love those likes, man. Those are like kisses. Oh!